Are there? Oh, I forgot to put Cam's camera in. Are there besties? Every bestie's in here but
no,
Cam.
What?
You weren't in here when everyone else is.
She lost a duel.
Oh no.
Hold on, I'll fix it.
Hello,
Not
I am
this,
the
bestie.
camera that used to contain Katie May.
Oh,
I
so
am
sorry.
now a non-corporeal shadow.
You are corporeal now.
All right.
Hi. How'd you beat the camera, Katie May?
What the fuck?
So good.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, hi besties. Welcome to Death2Divinity, the first all-fat, all-queer D&D 5e actual play show and podcast. We are your ragtag group of adventurers plus our DM who tries to wrangle us like cats every week. Hello, welcome to the Gay Disasters. We are so glad that you're here. If you're stumbling in here for the first time, enjoy, take a seat. But yeah, welcome on in. Just a few things up top. Like every week, there will be a Die Hard Dice giveaway at break. $50 Die Hard Dice card for you to do with what you want to do with. We will have an extra Die Hard Dice giveaway if we hit 100 on the Patreon, which we are 5 away from. $3 on the Patreon gets you extra bonus content and character journals. 2 character journals went up this week, Adriel and Gideon. And then there will be more to come. What else am I missing? Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Exclamation point D2D YouTube in the chat. And then, as always, there is a Chaos Bar. We have not filled the Chaos Bar in about 2 weeks now? 3 weeks now? I don't know. It's been a while, chat. So, I don't know. It's there. It's empty and it's shiny. It could be fun. But yeah, I think that's all of the housekeeping stuff up top. Also, we are very close to oh, Sam's cam went away. Bye, Sam. We are very close to 2K followers over on the Twitter. So if you haven't followed us on Twitter, Katie May posted a really nice meme. That's where you get all of the going live tweets.
You, my mom. Really nice meme, kid. There's a cat on it.
Let me compliment you.
I want you to. I would call it at least
heathen.
like a poggers meme or something.
No, that's worse. Gross. Disgusting. Absolutely not. Anyway,
You're watching like the Roadshow Antique Show. It's a really nice meme. I think that we did not have those few cracks on it. We could go for probably.
You know what? Katie May posted an awful meme and I reposted it to the D2D account. So go give them affirmations if you want to. But anyway, go follow us on the Twitter if you want to know when we're going live or when we are. Oh, Sam's internet fully died. Gonna try to come back. Perfect. Love that for us. So
P in chat to pray for Sam's internet.
P in chat to pray for Sam. F's for Sam. But anyway, that's really all of the stuff up top. If we hit 2K on the Twitter, we will be giving away 2 copies of Fat and Queer. Sam has an essay published in that, and we'll also sign the copies that are going out. But yeah, I think that's all of the housekeeping up top. Does anyone else have anything they would like to add?
Yes. It's
Yes.
Halloween weekend. That means there might be creepy crawlies this episode. Proceed
Yes.
at your own risk.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Proceed with caution. The CW command has been updated accordingly. So if you ever need the content warnings during stream, do exclamation point D2DCW in chat. Amelia, thank you for the $20 tip for the team. I appreciate it. But yeah, Hot Spider Mommy. I don't know if we're getting Hot Spider Mommy tonight. I just know that we might get spooters. But yeah, I'm very excited to play games with some of my favorite people. Also, just a reminder, all bits and subs during D2D episodes go to the mods. If you want to tip the mods directly, you can do exclamation point D2D mods. If you want to tip us directly, you'll do D2D tips, and that'll go toward our Chaos Bar. Trying to think if I forgot anything. Go follow us on TikTok. If you're not following us on all the socials, you're doing the wrong thing. That's all.
Okay. All right. Yes, I believe that was everything, which means that there's only one thing left to do, and that's to make you all fight for your right for inspiration. So shall we do this?
Yeah.
All right. So, in case you're new here,
Oh
all
no,
of
we
our
haven't
players are now
introduced
going
ourselves. We haven't introduced ourselves.
Oh yeah, I keep thinking that you have to do that in the 30 seconds.
Oh,
In the 15 seconds.
oh no.
Why? My brain is worms. I guess people could say who they are.
Yeah. I also forgot. So like it's not your fault. My brain is also not all here, but I'll go first. Hello.
All
This
right.
this is my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Jude. My pronouns are she, they. I am your local chaotic bisexual. I play Audra Holtide, who is an ASMR Twilight Domain cleric. So yay! Usually this is when I would call on Sam, but Sam's not here. So Lyrica. Oh,
Almost was muted. Oh, I caught it. I caught it. Hi, I'm Lyrica. My pronouns are she, they. I play Current, who is a Hurricane Genasi druid, whose pronouns are also she, they, and who got to turn into a shark once again last episode. So that was
yay!
fun.
I
Love
love that
that.
for you.
No consequences for that at all, I'm sure.
No,
No.
none, never. Molly.
Hello, I'm Molly. My pronouns are she, they. I play Gideon Osmond. Pronouns also she, they. Last week I summoned a unicorn in accident.
That's true.
Excited to resolve that.
It's gonna be so fun. Kita.
Hello, my name is Kita, and I play Winona, who both of our pronouns are she, her. And I think everyone in chat is a cutie.
Hell yeah. Cam.
Hell yeah.
Hi, I'm Katie May. I'm KM the DM. I'm also Sam for 10 minutes until her internet comes back. So first things first, Katie May. Hi, me. A professional dungeon master, can be found over on Twitter at OKKatieMay. Over on Twitch, gonna be making a comeback there soon.
Ooh.
So look out for that coming back after being busy. I am excited to lead my little gay disaster muses through the ringer tonight. And then the other person I am for 10 minutes is Sam, who is the verbal thing on all social media platforms, including this one right here. She, they pronouns for both of us. Sam plays Brine, the halfling rogue, who is now in their hometown of Terrapine, and ignoring the fact that they're still in love with their ex-girlfriend. Did I miss anything?
No, you got him.
Oh, hey, Sam, we weren't talking about you.
Hi,
Am I
baby.
back?
Welcome back.
You
Yeah.
are back.
Oh my god, hello, I'm so
Welcome
sorry.
back,
You're
Betsy.
okay.
I just introduced you.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yes.
She
Yeah,
did.
what?
She did it. She did a good job.
Okay, I believe.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't say one untrue thing.
I
That's-
believe that.
True, actually. All right, fighting for a right for inspiration. I won last week. So
Yeah, you did.
I would actually like Molly to go first this week.
Ooh. You think I'm afraid?
I think that you're a challenge, so I just like you to go for. I'm using my winning wisely. I don't think you're afraid. I think I see you as a threat. That's a compliment. I don't see many people as threats.
I'm honored. Come get me.
Come get
I'm ready.
you. All right, hold on. Saturn is deciding that he would like to be up here with us in the action where the people are. Molly, I will time daddy you whenever you are ready.
I'm ready to be daddied.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Key lies about being friends with Winona. It fucking sucks. We have to go convince the Derby girls to join our team, not theirs. We get ready together. It's gay. Bride and Current go to Sampira's mansion. It is bad vibes. Stairs, no. Shark, yes. But they are perceived.
Dun, dun,
And then we
dun,
go back.
dun, dun. I got
in the rafters.
distracted by stairs, no. Shark, yes. And I almost didn't
Stairs,
stop
no.
you
Shark?
because I wanted the whole, I wanted the whole
Yes.
summary. Molly, who's going next, my sweet angel?
Let's see. Who's going next? The person who chose to do the flying shark bit themselves, Sam.
Okay. Let's go. Who's time daddy? Molly? Time
Molly
daddy?
is time daddy.
Oh,
So
yes.
whenever you are ready, my love.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Mhm.
3, 2, 1, go.
He's a big fat liar, and we had to convince the Derby girls to join our squad because it's better. Meanwhile, Brine and Current went to meet up with Gemma, and we finally got some Brine riding Sky Shark action. Sampira's the fucking worst, and Gemma was called a
Whoa.
rat by Oslo.
Oh.
Ah!
Who's next?
Sam, who's going, baby?
Kita.
All right. Peter, fighting for your right for inspiration.
Are you ready, my angel?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Key tries to steal our Derby girls. I say fuck that. The party splits. Brian and Current go to the nightmare dinner. We go to the party. Jasira gets her shit wrecked by Simpira. Winona tries to talk to people about Hakmon Gress. We win over our Derby girls. Evie has to go fight where her sister died. And Oslo.
Who's going, baby?
Pretty good. Pretty. I'm like, we're getting better at this. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Lyrica.
All right, Lyrica. Fighting for your right for inspiration, Sweet Bean. Ready?
All right, I'm ready.
3,
Okay.
2, 1, fight!
Key fucking thought, but we said no. Party split. Half of us get ready to go to a party. The other half of us go to a nightmare party. And Brian's like shark, and Current's like current shark in the sky. I can fly twice as high.
Yep, and that
And
was the
We
last
stopped to
time.
sing. We stopped to sing.
Listen.
I literally just said we were doing a good job. And then you stopped.
Musical episode when?
Musical episode when we hit 1,000 on the Patreon. When we hit 1,000 patrons on the
goodness.
Patreon. It's my
All
turn.
right, who's next?
It's me,
Okay,
right?
Are you ready?
I'm the last one, right?
All right, let's
Yes.
go. Let's see
All
it
right.
then.
3, 2, 1, go.
We started the blushing pair. I find the stakeout note. Winona overhears Trinity canceling on Nettie because of the key bullshit. Adri, Misha, Gideon go to a party. Current and Brian spy on secret dinner with Current as a shark. Current watches Imperial manhandle Ystira. Adri and Winona convince the Derby girls to jump Key. And then at the stakeout, Oslo looks up.
That timer noise was also good. I'm loving the choices we're making so far. Let's keep them going. All right. Pretty good. Can I get a pull up for chat? I honestly think pretty good job all around. I'm excited to see how chat votes. I'm not sure where it's going to land. I'm trying to think of very big things you missed. Did we got to the final moment. Who here got to the final moment? Who finished? I'm wondering if we should start imposing penalties for those who
Me
cannot get to
and I
the
think
end in
Molly
15-second
got
time
to the
range.
final moment. Who else said Oslo? I'm not the only one who said it.
I said it, but it was
Kita?
technically at like 16 seconds.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
screamed
Oh,
it out.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last thing I said was ghosts in the rafters.
Oh, yeah.
So
Mods, can we have a poll, please, Sweet Beans?
transparency.
And well, we let our sweet friends vote.
Thank you.
I think let's take a look at the sweet old dashboard to see what's going on over there.
What's going on?
Exactly,
going
you get
on?
it. Okay, so do we have players we can look at this all together? Jude, I assume you're taking our sweet viewers on this journey as well.
Yeah.
Now, my question is there anything that we feel needs to be updated? Whether it be in our objectives, in our quests, who is in our allies, rivals section? What are we thinking? We can't move the calendar date yet. Do we need to add anything to the calendar? What are we thinking?
I think the Derby girls need to be added to our allies list because they are going with us on our quest now.
Yes.
I would agree with you. Let me go ahead and get them added. What else?
Mm,
Wait, is Simpira on our rivals? No.
No,
She's
allies,
underneath
but,
allies right now.
Maybe
She's
Oslo and rivals.
She's pledged herself to your cause.
Right.
So if you could just stop having those little pesky things called morals and just accept her help, Brian, I think you might find it be a lot easier.
no.
What? I can't hear you. Anyways,
No.
what else are we talking about?
Would Oslo be a rival?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's time to add Oslo to the rival list?
Yeah.
She
Okay.
called Gemma a
You think
rat.
she's earned
She
it?
calls one of us a rat. She calls all of us a rat. All of the rivals.
Yeah.
Bold statement from a group who some of you seriously considered letting Gemma die off cam. But I'm not going to throw any more stones than I've thrown in this beginning section.
That hasn't
Oh,
happened in campaign yet. We can't talk about that yet.
I'm just saying. Someone said, "I'll let Gemma die if that's what it comes to."
Oh
One
no.
of you said that. Hold on.
My God.
Sam. How could you?
not this. God
Why am I
damn.
being called out right now?
Damn.
Pandora. All right. Now that I've got a Phantom of the Opera reference in the first 10 minutes,
I'm gonna drink my entire
Something
bottle of
productive.
orange juice and just.
Please drink some water in between, bestie.
No, I gotta get those calciums. It's a bone day, baby. Let's go.
It's a bone day, baby.
Is it a Bones Day?
It's a
I
whole
have no
Bones
idea. I have no
weekend.
idea. I've not even seen the original TikTok. I'm
It's
just
a Bones
leech.
weekend
Here we
because
go.
they can't do another one till Halloween.
Oh,
Okay.
beautiful.
Well,
All right. So, I think I think I'd like to tell some stories with y'all. I've got her added to the rivals list. I'll get the Derby squad. Maybe I should just get a
Kita!
picture of a roller skate and just put that in so it doesn't take up as much space.
Kita won!
Kita won!
Oh,
Yay!
yes! Oh my goodness.
sick.
Yeah!
I love that.
Thanks.
I voted for you. Thank God.
Cataclysmic, can we tell
I got
chat
what I
what you
wanted.
did?
Oh.
Cataclysmic, are we allowed to tell chat what you did?
Ooh.
I'd love to
Oh
show
yeah.
chat but we can talk about that when we come back from break.
Yeah.
So we're still in Terrapine. I don't know if any of you have still bought healing potions. All of your objectives, none of your objectives have moved. I don't think you've achieved any of them. I don't think you've changed any of them.
When we get back to the ship, can we take stock of like how many healing potions are on the ship in our
for
provisions
sure.
and stuff?
Absolutely. We can absolutely do that. I think none of your quests have moved. And it's still the same day. So I think beyond adding Oslo to rivals and the Derby party to your allies list, I think we're all pretty much pretty much caught up. So with that, who I think that I would like to see Sam and Molly play rock paper scissors for me.
This never
Okay.
works out because of the lag, so let's see
I
what
know,
happens
and
here.
I really, I think it's really funny, and I'll stop doing it when I stop finding it
We're
funny.
doing best 2 out of 3, or are we just going 1?
Do best 2 out of 3. No.
And then
Ready?
1, 2, 3, shoot. Right?
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yeah.
okay. Brock.
1. What? Shoot.
All right, you
Fucking
got
funny to
me.
Okay. All right. So that means we're gonna head over to the rooftops first. Before we do gamers, I think we should tell the audience that you did something in between last session and this session, and that's level up. Y'all are level 6 now. Is that correct? Did any of them get any cool shit they want to mention?
Me! I'm
What'd you get?
very excited about this. So Twilight Domain clerics get Steps of Night at level 6, which means I can basically fly 3 times per long rest, which is additional with my Aasimar form. So technically I can fly 4 times per long rest now, which is very exciting for me.
Beautiful.
Oh, and I get another channel divinity now, which is cool.
Ooh. Okay. That's all sick. Sick as hell. Did anyone else get any cool shit they want to talk about?
I got daylight because if I'm ever put in a dark, scary hole again, now I can do something about it.
Yeah!
I
Dark
got-
Scary Hole Guard.
More hit points. I know we all got more hit points, but Brian is so soft. So any hit
What is
points that I
that?
receive
9?
are good. I have 33 now.
33
Yay!
hit points. Congratulations. Wait, you only have 33 hit points?
Yes.
That's why I fucking died when we faced off against Nikia, is because I only had 28 before.
I should.
Adjust some things, perhaps,
Yeah,
in your
Katie
combat.
May.
Where should we put
Or
Brian's
should
funeral
I?
on the calendar?
I mean, I got more hit points, but I don't know if
I
Where
would
should we put
I
Brian's what
would
on the
adjust
calendar?
the CR
A funeral?
for this fight.
No.
I'm worried.
Funeral for a Bestie is my favorite play. Sorry. I.
One
All right.
wedding and a funeral.
What a
I'm just
bestie and a
worried.
funeral.
Oh, before we
Alright.
start, hold on, wait. Before we start, chat. If you haven't RT That Going Live tweet, go RT That Going Live tweet. If you haven't hosted the stream, host the stream. Those are both free and easy ways to support the show. Lastly, if you post on social media, please use either hashtag Death2Divinity or mention us on social media so that I can boost it. That's all. Enjoy the show. Enjoy Brian dying again. That's all.
Yeah, we are. All right. Perfect. Well, with that, I entreat us to return to Terrapine. Of course, this is the iron structure of a tortoise that was hollowed out after Acramon was overtaken by the wilds. And civilization retreated into smaller and smaller places. And this was one of the only places that could outwit the Flux themselves. And now, you need quite a bit of wit to survive in Terrapine itself, as only the wittiest and the most willing to live have progenited in this good town, and their kin are just as cutthroat as their ancestors were. Oslo, a tiefling, pink skin, darker pink hair, light, maybe aesthetic pink, or the bubblegum pink hair. She is standing in she's actually not wearing armor. She seems to be wearing some sort of cloth robe with leather pieces over it, something akin to that. Her robe itself kind of sparkles like stars whenever she moves, catching the dim light that exists in an already dim place, but it also happens to be night in this dim place, so it's almost dark, but you've got a little bit of light to see by. That's, of course, because you're standing outside of Fidelity Bank. Why? Fidelity Bank is the bank of Issa's Fidelity, one of the guilds here in Terrapine that is calling themselves the Honor Amongst Thieves. Whether or not you found that to be true is up to you. But one of those guild members is standing at a fountain, pink, scythe pointing up at, conveniently, I forgot to mention, another member of Issa's Fidelity who's there with you up on the roof. This is, of course, Gemma, who agreed to assist Brine in your quest to achieve the phylactery. Now, you all have been staking out, because not phylactery, wrong thing, prophecy, different P word.
I was so concerned that we didn't know about a phylactery. I'm sorry, continue.
There's just a lot of P words in my brain today. Am I right, ladies? And now I'm so feral tonight. I'm so sorry. And so you are all there on that rooftop with Gemma, who has asked you to come scope out Fidelity Bank because you are planning to break into it. Why, you ask? Well, that is because it has two things you need. One, an arcanic deck card so that Gemma can make up with Nakia, and two, a map that'll lead you right to that prophecy. So, Oslo is pointed up to Gemma, who conveniently has angered Oslo's girlfriend, and calls her a rat. What do you do in this moment? I think we were discussing up until now, you've had these fancy little binoculars that have let you peek through Issa's Fidelity, right? You've got all that, but you've been pretty interrupted pretty quick. I actually think that if we're going by your tokens on the map, I imagine it's something a little cuter than this. I think Gemma squeezed in between the two of you. I think she brought beers. I think she gave you all one. You've had beers to sip if you so choose, because it was supposed to be just a nice little stakeout. It's not that anymore, though. So you've got a binocular.
Are we supposed to be on the other map?
Beer bottle. Oh shit. You've got a binocular, you've got a beer bottle. I think there's a lot of things that you could turn into weapons, but I think you've also got weapons. So you are all standing on this rooftop. Gemma's squished in between you two. She hasn't quite gotten up yet. You were all kind of laying close to the ground to analyze the scenario. So with that, you're going to have a few seconds to react before I think maybe Gemma gets to say she's like shocked. She's never been caught by another Fidelity member, and this is pretty rough for her. So in her few moments of shock before she's going to get to bite back at Oslo, my two heroes, Current and Brine, what do you do?
I think Current wants to, if there's time, just pull up the binoculars really quickly and just do like a scan, since it can see through walls, right?
Your binoculars can, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of want to check to make sure that I want to see if we're alone. I mean, besides
Alone is a pretty bold word for a
Or if
town
anybody
where
else
most
is,
people drift
yeah.
through shadows. If you'd like to roll a perception check, both of you, you were free to do so, and I can give you a pretty good layabout of the land.
Okay.
Sam, you are muted. 10 perception from Brine, and
I
a
see
4
nothing.
perception from Current.
I see
You
nothing.
both Brian and Current, you both are still adjusting to the sunlightless city. Brian, you thought you would be able to come back and adjust to it right away.
Mhm.
Nope. Current, why is this place so poorly lit? It bugs
It's so
you
dark.
so bad. Because I mean, you were in Kurthis. You used to be right by the sun. It was right there. It's very far away now. It makes seeing quite difficult. Not fun at all. You can surmise that there is no one who around who feels comfortable sticking to the bright spots. As for Terrapine's shadows, you are none the wiser. Now, with that information, how do
Can
you act?
I use my what is it called? My cunning action to like slip down off the roof and hide behind this cart over here to the right?
Yes, I will require an acrobatics check.
Okay. Just a
I-
standard check, not a saving throw.
Yeah, just an acrobatics check for sure.
Okey-dokey.
It's gonna be how well you can get down there.
A 22.
Okay, like that's
She's like a little
it.
spider monkey.
Yeah,
She just like
absolutely. Just like literally just imagine this, like she's laying right on her stomach and she just like rolls down the roof.
yes,
Just, like,
that's exactly
barrels
that.
it into the barrels. I love
Yeah,
that. Perfect.
Okay,
I think
will
that gives
scoot
you
her
the
over.
opportunity to land on your feet. I think that you're down here pretty like nestled in between the barrels, right? So I'm going to say that you also have cover for now. So congratulations.
Cool. Thank you.
Current, is there anything you would like to do?
You know, part of Current really just wants to break that bottle just in case. So I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you just like, okay, are you just like breaking it on the rooftop and holding it up?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kurt's like, I'm ready, let's go.
Let's fucking go. Do you say anything cool when you do that? Because it's pretty fucking cool.
I think I'm just gonna turn to Gemma and just give a reassuring like, look.
Yeah,
We're
can
not
you
letting-
go
we're
ahead
not-
and just give me an intimidation roll so I can see
Oh
just
yeah.
like, how that affects Oslo's mentality? I don't know how terrifying she believes you to be after your after your battle earlier, but this could you know.
Are you?
Oh my god!
serious?
Your first 2 rolls have been critical fails. I'm gonna need you to go talk to God and then come back. I don't know what this is. I'm so distressed. I am
Lyrica,
so sorry.
please.
I don't even know how to help you in this
I don't
moment.
think you can.
I don't think I can. I'm distressed.
The whole bottle shattered. There's no
so I'm
bottle.
just gonna don't worry about it. I'm just gonna you're gonna take 2 points of piercing damage as the glass shatters in your hands and you cut yourself. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But you're gonna go ahead and just live with that. I think like Gemma looks at your bleeding hand and just kind of goes, "Oh, right mentality, kid." That's just kind of what she says to you. But you're giving her this look of reassurance, and Oslo and Gemma, they are locked in this battle of just stature. I think they both like to consider themselves the hottest and coolest in the room. And so this is kind of, who is the hottest and coolest in this room? It's probably not the person who just cut themselves on a bottle of glass. And so they are both, so Oslo standing there, scythe still raised, which honestly does speak to some form of arm strength, as Gemma just slowly rises, obviously like hands kind of up, almost in a mocking, like, oh no, as she just puts her hands up, and then she slowly, I think, how do you stand up with your hand? She doesn't, it's fine, she's hot. And so she stands up with her hands kind of mockingly in the air and says, "Right, babe, what do you fucking intend to do with that big kitchen knife?" And Oslo's eyes are dark. They're a lot meaner than you saw them earlier today. That fight was for fun. This fight means something to her. And she points up at Gemma and she says, I don't take nicely to traitors. I'm going to give my girlfriend your head, and it's going to be our anniversary gift, bitch. Gemma says, right, well, quite like my head, Oslo, and I don't want to kill you. And Oslo says, well, that's the difference. You don't want to kill me. I definitely want to kill you. Seems it's pretty obvious what has to come next. Gemma says, Oslo, I don't want to fight a fucking toddler, all right? I just don't want to do that. Can you please go away? Gemma's up on the roof. Oslo's taking a few steps over. She's now walked past the fountain. And they're just kind of staring at each other. I'm assuming neither of you are acting. You're just kind of taking this in.
I think Brian is like readying one of her daggers and is very like, I picture her being like crouched low enough that she can like see Oslo approaching them, but can't be seen herself. Does she have total cover?
Neither of them have total cover. Oh, you have 3/4 cover.
3/4 cover. Okay. And so I think she's just kind of like trying to keep an eye on the situation, and then she's also like paying very close attention to what's happening with Gemma up on the roof. Like she's just very poised to attack at any given moment.
Yeah. Very high strung, like a cat would be, right? Every muscle in your body kind of tense, waiting for that moment. Current, what about you?
Current's thinking maybe they should stick to magic because the weapons aren't working too good. I think that Current is kind of maybe nursing the hand while also watching the interaction between Gemma and Oz. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying her name correctly. I apologize.
Oh, no worries. You can always call her full name, Aridia. And I think at that point, she looks at the two of you and she just kind of like smirks. Like y'all are a fucking snack. And not in like the nice way. I do have to clarify. And she says, Gemma, you might think me a toddler, but I've learned a few things when you've been gambling all of Fidelity's money away. Want to see? And brings her hand over her Fidelity tattoo on her wrist. And Current, you are closest to Gemma. You watch the tattoo, same place, of an hourglass. You own this mark now too. Turns from a tattoo to, in a second, a bleeding wound. As Gemma cries out in a ear-piercing pain and crumbles to the ground. The last thing you see as she goes down, she's not passed out or anything, just crumpled, is her eyes roll into the back of her head. If you'd like to roll some sort of Arcana check, I would allow you to do so at this point.
Yes, I would.
A 19! Okay,
Oh,
the curse
God.
is done. Done with curse. Awesome. Perfect. So I think like you are watching this and this is not a typical magic. And I think that just based off of your experience with the bird that Misha shot out of the sky, something about that magic feels pretty dang similar just in taste and aura to this magic. There is something that rings of sameness, though you can't quite put your finger on it. You just don't have the information you need at this point to. But she crumples, some sort of spell obviously having overtaken her body. You know for a fact that usually a lot of the times the only way to get rid of that kind of spell is to handle the spellcaster itself. And Oslo watches Gemma crumple, which is the most satisfied smirk on her face. You hear Oslo go, man, she thinks she's so fucking hot. Easy pickings, if you ask me. And she is going to begin walking towards the rooftop. So I'm going to go ahead and enter us into initiative order, shall we, besties? I had you all roll before we started the show. Oslo topped the charts at a nice, sweet little 20. Brian followed up with a 6, and Current, your bad luck started even before we started the show with a 5. Gemma is out of initiative order for right now as she is crumpled on the ground. But I am going to let her Oslo act first. So she is going to take her steps over towards the rooftop, as she is planning to make pretty fucking quick work of this, if you ask me. She's got 30 feet of speed, so she's going to come as far as she can, which is pretty dang far. 30 means that she's going to be able to get up onto the rooftop. She is going to need to roll an acrobatics check, which I will do for her now. 16, that's going to be enough to get up onto the rooftop. I think that you watch her strut over. You see that this rooftop has 2 tiers to it. So you actually see her come over, and she does this kind of thing where she jumps off of the wagon to then land on this mid-range rooftop. She reaches up, takes the shirt of the crumpled over Gemma, who's just within his arm's reach, and throws her from the roof 20 feet down onto the concrete iron floor of Terrapine right outside of Ice's Fidelity. So I'm going to roll that damage that Gemma takes right in this moment. That's not words. So not 2d20. No, incorrect body. All right, so she's going to take 9 points of damage as you watch her already agonized form do several crumpled rolls as she just gets tossed like a fucking doll, which is honestly a very uncharacteristic look for Gemma. You're seeing her probably not her best moment. So that is what Oslo is going to do on her turn. And I think that the way she ends it is she looks up at you, Current, and says, listen, you're a guildmate. You're not part of this. Go home, kid. And that's where she ends. So that means the turn order is going to pick up on Brian. You are nestled in these barrels, and what happens next is completely up to you.
Does Current want to say anything in response, since that's a free action?
Oh, I think Current's gonna look at Oslo and just go, "Oh, this has everything to do with me."
Oh shit, that's pretty fucking cool. Okay.
Okay, so Brian, I think, is really torn because there's part of her that wants to kind of rush forward and see if Gemma's not okay, but at least breathing. And then there's another part of her that just wants to get back on the roof and go for Oslo, especially because Oslo's now alone with Current. And I think she kind of wrestles with that for a split second, and then that intense wrath that she was still feeling about the Sinpira Ystira interaction that they witnessed steers her more toward the bloodlust side of things.
Tell me more.
And so she already has her anatomist knife drawn because she remembers their last encounter, and Oslo just is a little powerful for Brian's taste. So I think I would like to use my movement to actually, I don't know if I necessarily want to use my movement or if I just want to stand up and like throw this
You're already
knife.
standing.
Huh?
You're standing. You're just kind of like behind.
Yeah, and throw this knife. Would it be possible, like physics wise, for me to throw a knife at her from this angle and potentially hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to do that then.
Yeah. Let's go.
So let me.
I think you'll have to move right to the other side of the carriage to kind of line that shot up. But
Yeah, that's
you all
fine.
good,
Okay.
baby.
That's only an 11.
An 11. That is not her AC right now.
Okay.
So you throw that knife. Current's literally in the middle of saying like this is my business, and I think like Oslo's eyes are still like locked with with Current, and this girl takes almost like in the old days when they would pull a little cane out and pull someone off the stage. She literally like holds her scythe up and just flings it out of her trajectory. You watch your knife go scattering to the side somewhere near Gemma, probably.
Okay.
And she says, "Who the fuck just thought that they could throw a knife at a Fidelity member?" And she kind of like turns her head in your direction. What else are you doing on your turn?
Okay.
I'll never know.
What happened?
Oh, no.
Am I here?
You're
Yes,
here
you're back
now.
now. Tell me, bestie. Tell me more, bestie.
Oh God, it's really windy outside, so I think the internet's just like cutting in and out. Can I use the rest of my movement to go like here underneath the kind of corner of the roof
You're gonna have to make another acrobatics check
to get out of to get on the ground, to get out of the.
No, sorry. I thought you were like back on the roof, and I was like,
No.
whoa. Okay.
I want to get like
No,
out
you
of
can-
out of this and onto the ground, so that I'm like
Yeah,
kind
you
of
can-
tucked
yeah,
under the
you
corner
just
of the roof.
Get kind of like below on the roof where
Yeah,
Oslo's
yeah.
standing.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Absolutely.
And then I
So
think
yeah,
that's
you
it.
move there. You're not in cover anymore. You're not using you're not disengaging any of that kind of stuff.
No, I don't think so.
Cool. Perfect. Just needed to know. All right. With that, Current, it is your turn.
Okay, let's see. Brian is to my right, and so is Gemma. I think that Current's going to move. Oh, if I can grab myself. Take movement to get right in front of Oslo.
Okay. Yeah. You step on over.
Yeah.
You're like 2 feet in front of her because this is a tiered roof, right? So you're just kind of you got some height on her right now. It's pretty intimidating.
Okay. And I think I'm going to cast I'm going to cast Tidal Wave and try to knock her just like away, as far away as I can. Yeah.
Yes. Summon a tidal wave. I love
I'm-
this. Please. Oh my god.
And it
Can
says
I-
it can
can
be
I
up
say-
to
can
30
you,
feet
like,
long?
Can we say that you like summon it out of the fountain itself in this like
Oh,
cool
please.
cinematic moment
Oh yeah.
of just like it rising above her from
Oh, yeah.
behind her. She's too busy. She's being cocky, so she's not looking. She's not noticing. Let's roll. Let's see how it goes. I want to see this shit so bad.
It's almost like a Sorcerer Mickey moment where the water just
Yes,
collects behind me.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait. Oh, what am I rolling? Oops.
Yeah, no.
Tidal
So
wave,
just
click
go
it.
ahead and
There
put
we
tidal
go.
wave in chat so I can check her out and I can see what I need to call for.
Okay.
So I need to make a dexterity saving throw. So that's what we're doing right now. She does not have any sort of shit about it. That is a 20 though. So I am gonna say on a failed, on a successful. So I'm gonna say it's 30 feet long and 10 feet wide, and it's coming from behind her. I don't think that you're going to knock her prone, but I do think that when you roll your damage, so it's gonna be 4d8, and I'm gonna take half. 2, I do think what happens when you do this is that she'll get knocked off the roof, but she'll manage to land on her feet like a cat.
Okay.
So I think it comes. Which direction do you want this water to push her? Do you want to push her closer to Gemma? Do you want to push her off to the left? Maybe you're a bit further away from Gemma, or do you want to hopefully like knock her right in front of Brian? Maybe let Brian do something about it.
Ooh. do you think, Brian?
Sure, I'll take her.
Brian
yeah,
shouting, I'm open. I'm open.
yeah, you
Literally.
okay? All right, Brian, coming your way.
I think actually when the water comes up out of the fountain, Brian, you can like Kurt can probably hear Brian go, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck? Yeah, and then yeah, so I also think like I think Gemma probably gets a little bit tossed around by the water, so I'll move her here. And then I will say Oslo lands tasty right in front of you. I think that she gets knocked onto her back, but she just immediately does one of those things that stunt people do needlessly on social media, where they just like and they're standing, they like use their use their body weight to like flip into a standing position.
Yes.
I get it. Stop posting it. So I think that happens. And then she's continuing to stand in front of sweet Brian, and it is Kip Up. Thank you. And it is Oslo's turn. So with that,
wait, do I need to roll 48?
Oh yes, please roll your damage.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will add that to her right before I pick up on her turn. 48, 21. That's a pretty good roll for 48. I'm going to take half that, so I'm going to take 10. I'll give it to you. I'll take 11. So that's going to be the damage that she takes for this. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Let's see. I have a bonus action, right? I think as my bonus action, I'm going to try my luck at being what's the word that I'm looking for? Intimidating again. And just like lean over to where Oslo is on the floor and just be like, "Oh, did you get a little wet down there?"
Can I take another intimidation check, please? Just a tasty little nice one. I know most DMs would say, that other intimidation check counts for... I don't care, roll me another one. I want to see how that goes.
I love rolling.
I love watching you roll.
We love dice.
Please, dice.
A 12! Which means that it was probably like it got the point across and you didn't look silly, but we don't know if it did much. So I think that... honestly, she's not even looking at you. I think that when like her eyes kind of meet with Brian, she's like, whoa, like 2 people I could kill right now? Let's go. I think that's a little bit more her energy. I think she has no ill will towards you. I think she's a great deal of ill will towards everyone else in this battle. So with that, I think that she looks at Brian and says, do I need to deal with you, or are you good to run away like you did last time?
Brian's just gonna smirk and say, I'd much rather we go toe-to-toe, if that's all right with you.
She says, that's nice. And then you hear like this torture of whispers enter your ear as she says, but I'm going to need you to leave. Can I get a wisdom saving throw?
That's haunted as fuck. What the fuck? That's a 15.
Oh shit.
Brian said psychological damage, not today.
Meets it, beats it. I swear to God, her DC is a 15. You lucky duck. I think genuinely you feel your feet back up 2 paces. And you feel your back sear with pain for a brief moment. I think that I think you get the feeling that like those things felt the same. Those weren't necessarily different. And she almost got your brain there. You knew it was real close. You could feel it go.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how you got rid of it. You don't know magic that well, but you got fucking lucky and you stayed when your friends needed you. You're holding your ground.
She's gonna roll her shoulders a little bit and go, that all you got?
No. She's gonna flick her hand at Current. Current, I don't need you to do anything. But you feel like a kind of tightening in your chest, and you get a feeling that something's happened to you. With that, it is Brian's turn.
Okay. So I would like to use my steady aim bonus action, which gives me the advantage on my next attack roll
Okay.
on my current turn. Yeah, she's close. She's close enough for me to just like reach out and try
Hit
to
her?
stab her. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
That's cool. Because I just can't move if I do the steady aim thing. Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
advantage on my next attack. So I'm gonna use my standard dagger, my regular boy,
Mhm.
and I want to stab her somewhere that it's gonna hurt.
Okay.
I think actually, as she's sort of like, as she says the thing about like, oh, is that all you got? I think she kind of like pulls her dagger out and just like without really any ceremony, she just takes it and stabs upwards, like into Oslo's like kidney.
Oh, geez. I love that. Let's
Yeah,
see how it goes, shall
that's the vibe. So let's see what happens. So advantage on the attack. So I will do the two things.
Advantage. Dang, man.
So a 22.
Yeah, I think that would do it.
Okay.
So I think that 5 damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 5 piercing damage. So yeah, she literally just like as she's talking and like has Oslo's attention on her, she takes this knife and just shoves it up.
Yeah, I think she tries to dodge, right? But I think you get a really sharp like purchase last moment. It hits not quite where her kidney is, but pretty sharply right into her side, right at the edge of her hip, and she lets out this hiss of pain. She says, "Okay." And I think that that's all that she has to say on that moment. Current.
Cool.
What about
Then I'm gonna use.
Oh shit! You have more to do.
I was just gonna say, can I use my cunning action to disengage?
Please. Coward, go ahead.
I'm just gonna pull the knife back out and like take a step back.
Okay, take your
And
step
I
back.
know that gives her an opportunity of attack, but
No, that's what disengaging does. That's your bonus action to disengage, so she doesn't take an attack of opportunity when you leave
okay,
her.
perfect.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That's the whole point of that. Congrats on being a rogue.
Yay!
Which means it is now back up to Current.
Okay, let's see. Oslo's down on the ground. Can I try to take movement to get like here?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna ask for an acrobatics check as you get down off the
Okay.
roof.
I want to try to.
Or you can spend your whole action doing it safely, but that's your turn.
I'll try acrobatics. Yeah, I'll
Let's
try.
go, gamer.
Yeah, let's try. That is a
Fucking
20.
Tell me what it looks like as Current gets down effortlessly.
So Current's just gonna do a jump down and kind of land, bracing themselves with their hand, and then get back up. And I want to. How close is Brian to me?
Brian is exactly 10 feet away from you.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife.
From you or from her?
What from me? I want to cast Ice Knife to hit Oslo.
I think Ice Knife erupts around the person you've cast it on, I believe. If you'll go ahead and put that in chat so we can double check before you commit to this. So that I might seen her with my own eyes.
Oh no, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. So it's gonna start at her and go out 10 feet. That would mean that you would you both would be in the damage zone.
Is there a saving throw to avoid the damage, or do we get damage
Dexterity, I
regardless?
believe.
Okay.
Yeah, from memory.
Let's see.
I mean, I'm happy to throw the dex save if you want to do it, Current.
Oh no, yeah, yes, yep. So it
Yeah.
is a ranged spell attack and then a dexterity saving throw. I mean, you can go for it if you want to get hot in the middle and maybe take some heat while you're there. Go for it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't mind me taking the damage.
I don't think Brian cares about her bodily,
Okay.
bodily
I
safety.
don't, and I also
You
have a
wouldn't,
pretty
Current,
solid
you're far
dexterity
enough
saving
away.
mod. So
Current, you wouldn't
Whoop,
take it. You're
okay.
far enough away. It's only 5
Current's
feet.
exactly 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
But
within
it's 5 feet.
Okay,
Because it explodes.
I see. Nice. Thank you.
I'm good. Go.
Okay. Yeah. Current's gonna cast Ice Knife. And
Let's do it. So let's go ahead and make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
That's going to be at the top of your spell list on your spell page.
Ranged
Should say something like +7.
plus
It's all the way at the top where
okay.
it says casting ability. Yeah.
casting ability.
Yep, go ahead, click on that.
I can't. Okay. It just says wisdom, and it
No. In that same like row, there's like a spell attack, and it should be like +6 or +7, whatever that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It won't let me click on it.
That's homophobic, so
Just
I'm not
highlights
thrilled
it.
with that. Okay, let me investigate.
Oh, you can
for
probably just click the spell, Current. There should be a way to click it. No?
Yeah, so you can just roll a d20 and add whatever that number is as well. But I'm checking out your sheet for you. I'm pulling it up now.
Okay.
All right, so weird. It's not clickable.
Yeah, it won't let me click it.
Why did that happen? Okay, well, go ahead and just roll 1d20 +6 if you would like.
1d20.
Oh no, so I remember how we do this now. So on your sheet, on your first page, it says core. Underneath your attacks and spell casting, the third one down is gonna be Ice Knife. You can click on that and that'll do it automatically for you.
Ah.
Aha! I've remembered.
Aha.
Aha!
There we go.
So a 16 to hit. That's going to hit her. So your Ice Knife flies. Tell me what the Ice Knife looks like.
So it's gonna be the same kind of like we're current, just and maybe it is some of it comes from the fountain again, and like the water comes, and as the water is going up, it's turning to ice, and make the ice knife appear once again.
Oh,
and
all of the water is just coalescing from the fountains, coalescing around your form. I love that.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. God, that's so fucking cool. All right. So yeah, you let this ice knife loose. Were you aiming for any specific part of her?
I mean, if I'm facing her back, I'm gonna aim it right for the back of her head.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Can you just roll me like 1d20? Just it's not that important. But it's just important to me. Just roll me like a d20, just a random d20. A 2 is gonna be that's gonna be enough for me. So I think that you throw this ice knife, and well, it's quite not at the head. You're just at shoulder level. You're getting better at this for sure. And it slices across her shoulder, and in a sweep, one of her long pigtails is cut to half its size.
Oh,
And you're so lucky she hasn't fucking noticed yet, because there is a slash at her back as she lets out this like as this happens. And then I'm going to need Brian's dexterity saving throw, and I'm going to make her dexterity saving throw.
16.
Nice. Perfect. That's gonna be an 18. So they're both gonna make it. I think they I think that something hilarious happens, and it's completely non-consequential. But I think like she knows that the knife's about to blow up. So does Brian, and they go to dodge, and I think they like dodge in the same way. I think they bump into each other for a second. I think it's very funny. And if this was a sitcom, we'd stay in that pocket, but it's not. We continue. So the ice knife erupts. It manages to be dodged by most of those who would stand in harm's way. Which means that the cold damage Brian is currently safe from. Current, are you doing anything else on your turn?
I think I'm going to use the I'm gonna use my foot wagon.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my foot wagon, and I'm going to kind of skate past Oslo while picking up her pigtail, and I want to skate right to where I'm in front of Gemma, and I just want to hold up that pigtail like, hey, look what I got.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's spicy.
Oh, I know. I want to be over by Gemma. She's down.
Yeah, you skate over, and do you say anything, or are you just waiting for her to notice you?
I'm just gonna be like, you.
You. Oh my goodness, this is an act of violence. Okay, so
And
the
actually, how
first
much
thing
damage
I'm
do I
gonna
have?
do
Yeah,
is I'm
I
going
wanna
to roll a
actually be like, right here.
concentration saving throw for her to see if you've interrupted her spell or not.
Okay.
So that is a 6, which means that you absolutely have done that. Yes, because I think she literally looks over, sees her chopped off fucking pigtail, and just short circuits. for
I
a
think
moment.
Brian, watching this happen, just goes, I think it's cute. Want to do the other one too?
Oh no. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Sorry, I'm just witnessing the feeling of you getting a rival. Jesus Christ. She turns slowly and looks at you with your pigtail in your hand and just blanches. Very light pink, newborn baby pink, if you will. And just I'm gonna drown you in that pool, and that's where we. That's just like how she reacts to that. I think so. Are you doing anything else on your turn before it heads over to her to be very angry, very mad?
How much move? Okay, so I have 50 feet of movement with the foot wagon.
Okay.
How
Where are you
much did I
skating to,
move?
bud?
How much did I move? Well, I guess I should ask. Would it be
You moved about
possible?
15 feet.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to? Well, no. Gemma's much bigger than I am. She's much taller than I am. I was gonna see if I could pick her up and get her out of there.
You would, if you would like to roll a strength check, you are more than free to try.
Okay, I want to try to do that. Just get her out of the area.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see that. Let's see that get done.
Strength?
Yeah.
Here it is. Okay.
That's
Please
gonna be in the teens, probably. Maybe not even the low. Oh my god! Why do you keep rolling ones?
She rolled a 3
that's a
technically
3.
that time.
It's a 3.
She's just not
It was
strong.
gray. It was gray, and I was scared. It's still a 4. Tell me how this failure looks. Do you fall off your skateboard?
I think Current's gonna be like, "It's okay, Gemma. I got you," and I'm gonna go try to get her up, and I'm like, "Nope."
And I think at this point, Gemma, the spell's actually broken, and so I think like you kind of like drop her, and fucking bats your hands. Otherwise, just the fuck are you doing? And I actually with that, I will put her in the initiative order because you all interrupted that spell, which means that she gets to join the fray, which is exciting for me. I don't know if it's exciting for you. So with that, let's see where she lands in this order. Which means that she actually gets to go before Oslo does. I love that with a 22. Gemma bats your hands away, says, "What the fuck are you doing?" Stands up slowly, says, "All right, kid. That fucking sucked. I hated it. And I think it's time that we as a team, right, Oslo, remember exactly how many times I've had to put you in your fucking place and how easy it's going to be for me to do it again." And with that, I believe Gemma's going to be violent. With that, she sprints pretty much leaps forward. Not a false way to say that. With her assassin specs, she actually gets advantage on any attack rolls during her first turn. So she's going to take advantage of that for sure. You actually see her kind of put her hands in her back and pull two short swords from behind her, except for they just look like hilts for a second. And I think right after she pulls them up, there's just a small little gap before flames erupt from them. These short swords made of flames. You can see it illuminating her face. You can see a little bit better now. Congrats, besties. And she's just gonna go. She's just gonna go in for it. So with that. So on the first one, she brings it up and Oslo parries her attack. The first scythe meets it. This is obviously a game they have played before. The first scythe meets the first short sword. Gemma swings her other blade around, makes purchase, setting the robe aflame as she brings her other knife down across her stomach, furthering the wound that Brian had already carved in, creating this massive gap. The problem is that unfortunately, our heroes did not notice the precarious bottle sitting at her side. It's too late for you to see what was in it, but you see this almost potion bottle fall to the ground and shatter. Can I please get a Constitution saving throw? From everyone.
A 13.
A 13. Gemma got a 5.
Oh.
And Current got a 18. Current, you are safe. I'm going to have the other two of us take.
Bestie, that's a lot of damage.
That was one away from being the most damage I could statistically do with that one roll. But poison is not a joke, kids. As this sickening
I have resistance against poison.
So you're gonna take half damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Gemma's
So
not.
am I gonna take
half damage?
9 damage or 10 damage?
I'll let you take 9 damage, friend.
Okay.
Let's see it. All right, that's perfect. This sickening purple smoke fills up. Can I get an Arcana check if anyone feels like they would like to add this to their list of puzzle pieces? Now, this sickening purple smoke, much like what happened to me with the shaving cream sophomore year of high school, fills your throat, your nose, re-enters you unable to speak or scream or breathe for just a moment as pain digs into your skin. A 2 Arcana and a 14 Arcana. So Sam, I have to tell you that Brian is getting there. I'm going to tell you where she's going. Okay,
let's go.
She's not there yet.
She's not there, but she's
Sam
getting
where
there.
she's got to go.
Sure.
This poison and the poison in the grove are the same.
Same poison.
They're the same poison for sure. Brian's putting those puzzle pieces together real slow, like a Sherlock at 75 speed, okay? So words whizzing by. Now, this erupts into smoke and then disappears as soon as it came, except for standing in its space, trigger warning spiders, is a terrifyingly large ice white purple with blue dripping fangs. Some sort of eldritch spider is standing at Oslo's side. The spider will now join the initiative order. As Gemma goes, oh, fuck that! You can't bring spiders! As it is Oslo's turn. Actually, let me make sure that Gemma can't do her little special ability. Let me double check. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, actually, Gemma has an ally ability as a captain that she can use once per short rest, and she's actually going to use it now. So this is called Incite the Crew, and that's what this ability is. And it is going to allow each ally within 30 feet of her to make one weapon attack as a reaction against the target that she's facing. So with that, she kind of looks at the two of you, and you kind of feel this bolster of magical energy as she is allowing you, through some sort of magic, to take an action. So this is to be one weapon attack against either enemy.
Can I grab my anonymous knife from where it fell near her?
The knife is over by Current right now.
Am
Do
I
you want me
able
to
to
draw where the little knife is?
Am I able to grab it before I do this, or should I use a different weapon?
You need to use a different weapon. She's
Okay,
the
you got
knife
it.
is like
No, that's
15
fine. You
feet
got
away
it,
from me.
bestie. I'll do a dagger attack.
Cool. Current, what sounds good to you?
I get to choose. Wait, do I? I can't. Do I have anything to fizz? Oh.
A 21 hits. Yeah, I think that at that moment, Oslo has her back turned to you, and Gemma kind of nods to you. I think you've done this on a job before. Like, all right, now's your chance.
I'm gonna bring it down into her shoulder blade.
Ooh, down to the shoulder blade. Remember,
Actually,
she already has that slice across, so
how
bringing
tall
it
is
down
she?
kind of
Can I do that?
deposes it. She's very tall. She's as tall
So
as
maybe
Gemma.
like into
This is
the
like
shoulder blade
tall tiefling bullshit
from
that
like
you've been trying to
underneath.
do.
'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
small.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Just a nice thigh muscle you could go for, right? Tramp stamp. I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Yeah.
Tell me what it looks like.
Oh, good call. Actually, I'm gonna like fucking hamstring her.
Okay, absolutely. I love that.
Yeah, she just like I think she honestly just like gives Gemma a little nod and then just like slice.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. So I think that you hear Oslo let out a falsely an unsuccessfully restrained cry of agony as she kind of limps, so her back is more towards the not what I meant to do. She kind of limps so her back is more towards the spider and less facing the two of facing one of you one way or the other. But you can now notice that there is like blood dripping down her legs and onto the stone floor. With that, Current, do you have any weapons that you can make an attack with?
I have the iron dagger.
That sounds like something you can make an attack with.
Okay, yeah, I've never used it. Yeah, let's do that. I forgot I had that.
Let's go.
So this allows me. Is this like I'm taking like an actual turn? I can.
You are not taking an actual turn. So this is one of
Okay.
Gemma's special actions that allows you to act outside of her turn because she's a captain, and therefore kind of inspires her crew. Let me go ahead and just add a regular dagger onto your sheet because I'm realizing that there is not one there. And you can go ahead and attack with that. And then I will add my little iron stuff on the other end.
Okay.
But with that, did it not? Dagger? Dagger,
No.
bestie.
No dagger.
Oh, I added proficiencies in daggers. You already had that. I was sitting here like, please. Now you have that dagger there. You should be able to roll.
There
that.
you
Go ahead,
go.
bestie. Jesus
24?
Christ. All right. So that is a 24. So that's going to hit too. Oh my gosh. Y'all just like dagger in unison because I love that. I think that's best friend shit. I hope you make eye contact because you truly deserve to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Where was Current aiming for?
Question. Am I facing the side of Oslo that still has a pigtail?
Yes, you absolutely, yes, uh-huh.
That side of the neck.
I fucking love you. I love you, and Brian loves Current.
And I was asking if it was like a regular turn because I was asking if I am allowed a bonus action after this, or if not, because this is one of Gemma's special
No,
abilities.
because this is one
Okay,
of
yeah.
Gemma's special abilities.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for asking, though. Yeah. Oh shit. The other pigtail falls to the ground and she turns into dust. That was her secret. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I think the other pigtail gets lopped off, and I think she just fucking like screams at the top of her lungs like Sharpay does at the end of Stick to the Status Quo, which is conveniently where I imbibed that shaving cream. So I think just like I wish I had it on a soundboard, just Sharpay Evans, just a little yell. But I think she lets out exactly that noise as you chop off the other pigtail, and it like falls into your like a pool of like your water and her blood. It's pretty grim looking.
I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my bag of holding for later.
All right, you can add 2 Oslo pigtails to your inventory, bestie.
Yes.
With that, it is Oslo's turn, finally. And she looks at you all and says, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with a bunch of fucking brats and an evil fucking sister. And she's just going
Not
to...
so fun when you're not winning, is it?
Brian, can I get a perception check with advantage? Current, I need a regular perception check. Let's see if you can see it. I'd love to tell you about it, but only if you get the roll.
A 16?
And a 5? Are you kidding me? I want to tell you about it. I wanted to tell you about the sauce.
A 16?
All right. Well, I think, oh, you got a 16?
I got a 16.
You got an 8.
With advantage, bitch!
I forgot I gave you advantage. A 16. With a 16, you are looking at her back to the spider, and she lets out that scream. Purple smoke rises from her eyes, and your stomach just drops right before it happens. This sphere of negative energy rippling out from her form. I think you see all of the like there are like 4 bushes here, and they're all like kept up by some pretty artificial magic, but you watch this negative energy ripple, and the plants wither and die in her wake as this energy ripples out from her. I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from all of you, with a DC of 15.
A 6.
A 6 and a 7, you have both has failed, as she has cast Circle of Death. You all are going to take 25 necrotic damage as
I'm unconscious.
as her just poison leaks from her body and into the world around her.
I have
Gemma,
poison resistance,
This is necrotic.
so it doesn't count. Okay, that's fine.
Not the
You said poison. I wanted to check.
This is necrotic. Oh.
Not
no.
trying to rules lawyer. Did the iron do anything?
It did.
okay.
We have to talk about it. Well, yeah, it does, doesn't it? I've just remembered a very essential rule of Dungeons and Dragons, and we're gonna.
Do we have to back up a little bit, bestie?
No, just if you go to 0 with necrotic damage, in regular Dungeons and Dragons you die, but in Death2Divinity something else happens, and we can discuss that later. So with that, Current, you just had a really lovely moment. Current, you just had a lovely moment. Current, you were like, oh, I'm bonding with Brian. I'm making friends outside the castle. This is the best day of my life. Brian collapses on the ground after you see her skin go a haunting gray. The transformation has begun.
The transformation?
Where do you think the null came from, Brian?
I'm leaving.
Bye. Current, she falls. This doesn't feel right. I think the other thing that lets you know that it doesn't feel right is you hear Gemma go, oh, fuck. And that's a pretty clear indicator that something has gone wrong.
God, what do you mean, oh fuck?
And with that, Brian, I'm going to need you to make your first death saving throw.
Do I still have disadvantage on death saving throws? I don't remember why I had that.
You do not have it anymore. The condition applying the rage still applies, but Ystira healed the disadvantage on
That's
his
right.
saving
Okay, I
throws away
couldn't
from you.
remember. Thank you. Okay. Where are? So I just click death save and then.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a failure. Please mark 1 fail on your death saving throws. You are you are technically 1 nat 1 away from death and 2
I
other fails away from death.
Cannot wait to bring Shade into the campaign next week.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be great.
You notice Brine's body. It's like the moisture is getting sucked out of it, Current. You see one of her hands go bony and gray. It is your turn.
Okay. The spell I thought that I put on here is not on here. I'm going to I'm going to cast
Help
can I
your
cast
friend?
detect magic? Yeah.
What would you hope to do with detect magic?
I guess figure out if this is a spell that if I take care of the spellcaster, it takes care of the spell.
This is not that. I'm just going to give that to you of your knowledge of the arcane.
Okay.
Brian needs a healer 3 minutes ago.
Oh shit. I don't know what to do.
If you want, there are a few things that you can do to give yourself a bit more breathing room as you decide what happens next. You could hold your action until after Gemma has taken her turn, if you would like to wait and see what Gemma thinks is the best call of action. You can hold your action until you can do a lot of things. You could try and tackle Oslo to make sure that she doesn't get another hit in. You can scream. You can yell. You can watch High School Musical on VHS tape. Whatever you feel is best.
I think I'm going to cast. What's my cantrip? It is Thunder Touch? Thunderbolt's Touch?
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah, let me drop it in there.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Do you have Shocking Grasp on your sheet? Let me check. Let me put it on there for you. Yeah, so Shocking Grasp means that you're gonna... I thought you did too, but I can't see it. I'm so sad.
Yeah, I don't like. I had put another one on there. Maybe I didn't do something right when
You're
I
good.
leveled
I'm
up.
dropping it right now. It's on your sheet. No worries. It's your last cantrip. Go ahead and click it and cast it.
Cool.
So, you are gonna make another melee spell attack, which is back on your core. Right underneath as attacks, you should see Shocking Grasp as that last thing. There again, you can go ahead and click on that. So, but what's going to happen is you're going to reach forward to reach out for Oslo. You are a Hurricane Genasi. Not only are you lightning, you are the storm, and it seems that she has forgotten that. Here is what I'm going to do. If you can land this, because she is in a pool of water, that is yours. I'm going to tell you that you can double your damage dice because you have basically set her up to fry her. So, but that means that I'm going to need you to roll. Go ahead and click that Shocking Grasp to see if you can even hit.
Okay. 12.
So, I'm going to offer you a choice. You can either let this attack miss, or you can put yourself in harm's way to make sure this attack goes through. Which would you like to do?
And okay, I'm gonna ask a question, and it's not like you could totally say no.
I don't like saying that. But let's do it.
Can I use my inspiration in any
Yes,
way?
to roll
Okay.
again, please.
Yeah. Can
Yes,
I
this
do
is
that?
this is the
Okay.
perfect time for it.
Yeah, I have my
Let's
birthday
go,
inspiration.
gamer.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna roll again.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it.
Shocking grasp. Okay,
Every
here we
muscle
go.
in my body is so clenched.
21.
That'll do it. Absolutely.
Friar!
Friar Tuck. Absolutely. I'm going to take that 5 from the first one and then 9 from the second one to double that damage dice to say that you do 11 points of damage as it's like comics. You see her little skeleton light up as you electrocute her. Oh my gosh. Are you, what, can you just tell me like what? This is the first time I think that Current's been like, oh, these are real stakes. Can you tell me what Current looks like right now?
I think in that moment, Current just sees Brine and realizes this is not a game. And I think not for the first, well, for like that same feeling of I will literally do anything to make sure that you stay alive for the castle kids is what's going on with Current and Brine right now. But I think a little bit of Current is maybe not expecting quite the impact of the spell that it's having. So it's kind of like, I don't want to use the word shocking in a pun way, but it's like it's like it's very jolting to Current too. Like, oh, I am really hurting somebody right now. It's different from like fighting in the Huntress. Yeah, I think that's what's happening in that moment, and also just like a feeling of power.
Her? Does this invigorate her?
I think it scares Current a little bit because she likes the feeling of the power. Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. Yeah. So I think it's a grim determination on your face. I love that. Let's do it. Yeah, you are holding on to Oslo's forearm in this moment, and you actually feel just as that, like, not to make another joke, that current of electricity finishes passing through Oslo. You actually feel Gemma's hand on your forearm, and she actually does something kind of violent to you. She actually takes you, she takes your arm, takes her boot, kicks Oslo in the chest. Oslo falls back just a few feet, right? It's not enough to do much, but it's enough to do that. And in that moment where there is that few foot gap, she takes you by the forearm and yanks you at Brian's direction. It takes all you two not to just fucking trip over Brian like the Three Stooges. But you manage to to stop right before you fall on her. And Gemma says, take her to Ystera now. You have minutes. Get it done. And that's your instruction.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to, or wait, it's still my turn, right?
It's technically Gemma's turn, but we're kind of
okay,
leaving initiative at the moment. As Gemma tells you, I'll handle the kid.
Okay, yeah. So then I'm going to take Brian and leave.
All right. Yeah. I think that I'm not gonna make you roll a strength check to pick Brian up. I think you do. I think you're gently cradling her. What I am gonna ask for is you may pick what you roll. Okay. Whatever stat you use to get Brian into Ystera in time. It can be different things for different people. Rogue could use acrobatics to jump across the rooftops to get there in time. Someone can use intimidation to get crowds out of the way, right? Someone can use athletics just to make sure that you don't give up while you run. What stat, what best part of current does she use to get Brine to safety?
Current's gonna roll acrobatics because I'm very used to kind of ducking and dodging when leaving, when like breaking out of the castle, and just being able to go through obstacles and over obstacles seems like the fastest way to travel through the city.
I would like to see a roll. This determines whether or not Brine is going to make another death saving throw in transport.
21.
Getting it done.
I'm gonna
Current.
throw up.
Getting
I am not
it
letting you die,
done.
Brian.
Current is. Are you on the rooftops? Is this a rooftop moment, or are you just dodging and weaving?
You know what? It's a rooftop moment.
It's a fucking rooftop moment.
We are parkouring all the way.
Wait, can we say that you turn into a fucking sky shark?
Yeah, can we please? 'Cause
Please!
that's what I was gonna ask.
Yes! Yes! You take on your sharkly form, Brine pressed gently in your jaws of death, and you just go. You go for it. You gotta get Brine to Ystera in time. Brine, you will not have to make a death saving throw, but you will have to wait while we go on break to see what happens next. Was the unicorn still at the bachelor party? Is Brine gonna live? They're both important to me. Let's find out after break. Now to a bachelor bash. A batch, as some might call it. No longer is there a spider roaming around a fountain. Instead, there is a unicorn in between two siblings. Two war-torn siblings. It is oh boy, look at this sight. I found a unicorn just for us. If I can get a gentle zoom and enhance, on the unicorn, that would be lovely. And enhance. A whole unicorn is standing in front of you, Gideon, as the vibe of the party celebrates the appearance of the unicorn accordingly. I think you hear like someone go, oh shit, and then someone goes, no wait, no, that's a fucking unicorn. And then there's just like a crowd go, ah! And then someone says, don't get too close to the unicorn, you'll scare it. And there are now a bunch of drunk people talking about this unicorn. It has got this beautiful, almost a cauliflower blue, Jesus Christ, cornflower blue. Nice cornflower blue. This is the bright gold horn as it now stands separating the two of you. And you hear Nakia say, what the fuck is this?
This happens sometimes. My magic.
Is this
I
your
smoked weed.
unicorn? Did you
it's
say
not.
you smoked weed? She's like holding this copy of the book that you have, but it's her copy in her hand.
What are
Did
you?
you say you smoked weed and that's why a unicorn appeared?
What are you, a cop? Yeah. Who cares? Are you gonna? Am I in trouble?
You say, what are you, a cop? Which she doesn't know what that is. And then she cops, I'm terrified. And then she goes, usually it's kids who can't keep their magic in control, Gideon. That's why I was asking.
Yes, this is a thing that happens with me sometimes. I don't know why. Clearly, it's not an issue with you. I was just trying to do something nice.
I mean, it was until I was like 7, and then I got it under control.
Okay, I came over here to give you a token of what I thought was my dead mother, which I had to hype myself up to do. I had to walk all the way out to the ship,
Listen,
and I
we
knew
can
you were
all,
gonna be mean to me.
we all have tokens of our dead mother, so it looks like we're all set on that.
Okay. This does not enchant you even a little bit. It's a unicorn.
Let me look up if unicorns talk real quick. I should have looked this up in between the 2-week break. Absolutely did not. Unicorn 5E. Let me see. Yes, it can speak. It doesn't speak common. It can speak Elvish, Celestial, and Sylvan, and telepathy, which I don't
so
know what language
scary.
telepathy is. But
It's always in my head.
I think what happens here is you actually feel the unicorn just radiate this positive energy. As the unicorn casts the spell Calm Emotions, can I get you to roll a charisma saving throw?
Okay, thank you, therapy unicorn.
Thank you,
Okay.
Therapy Unicorn. I'm going to roll one for her as well.
Okay.
What did I say? Constitution?
Charisma.
Thank you.
I rolled a 23.
Charisma saving throw. She has a +7 and she still got an 11. Well, it's gonna work. She looks to the unicorn. Oh God, it's so hard to be mean in front of a unicorn. It's like being mean in front of a Jesus statue at church. She looks at it and then looks back up at you and then looks down at it and then looks back up at you and says, I mean, the unicorn is fine, I guess. I just don't understand why it's at a Hockmongress party.
I don't either, but I'm gonna pet it while it's here, right? That's what life's about. Gideon starts petting.
You start petting the unicorn. The unicorn looks at you. And the unicorn, it can't stay for very long. It's just like a minute is what it says on the thing. So I think you start petting the unicorn as its feet start disappearing.
Oh my god! Oh my god, no, please stay with me!
I feel so good, Mr. Stone. What languages do you speak?
I'm looking as fast as I can. Oh
Please,
my god.
before he fades away.
Oh my god, please, hold on. Celestial, I speak Celestial.
Let's go. Okay.
The language of the gods. I will speak to this unicorn.
Yeah, I literally think the unicorn just looks at you and goes, see you soon, next of kin.
What?
Dust.
Did you understand that?
I think I'm drunk. And I need to be drunker. I don't know what I just heard the unicorn say.
Okay.
And she just like nods and turns around and just goes for the keg. She is walking away from you. Just
I'll follow
glitter
her to
on
the
your
keg.
hands from where you pet the unicorn.
I'm just following her to the keg. No, I could also. I mean, unless the vibe is you want me to leave.
Oh my god! Could you? I mean, just be cool. If you're gonna come get a drink, come get a drink. If you're not
Okay.
going to get a drink, then don't come.
Okay, I'm gonna get a drink. Okay, that's fine. What is your normal drink?
This is Hockmongress. All there is bad beer. And she
Gross.
gets over to the keg and she just fills it. Yep. 20 minutes until I can leave. She tosses the little spout thing. You have to then go pick it up.
Okay.
Top off your beer.
Isn't this your friend's wedding thing? Aren't you excited?
I'm excited for her. I'm not excited to be wherever the fuck this is. Once you've been to one brawl bash bullshit, you've been to them all. Hockmongress just getting drunk and pretending like they're doing things that are important. That's this.
Well, we disagree on Hawkmongrass, but I don't know. This is better than Kurthis wedding rituals. At least there's like a party. You know, there's like some fun. That's worth celebrating.
What happens? Does the church stare at you as you consummate your first night of marriage?
Do you mean like literally during the consummation they have like an old priest in there watching you?
I
would've-
shit they do, right?
God, I wish I could disagree. I mean, no, not literally that invasive, but it is pretty rigid. It's, you know, it's not fun like here. Everything here is better. And this place isn't even great. So that really says something. And Gideon takes a big swig.
And at that, while you're doing the big swing, you just hear Nakia go, "Cool.
Oh,
Well, why are you here?"
talking to you or in Terrapine?
You don't know Ystira. You don't know Morrow. Why are you here?
Specifically here tonight, I was working on getting some Derby girls for us. And I knew they'd be here.
Right, to help you on your big quest, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it again? Some sort of temple, right?
Yeah. Toxon's temple. Why are you interested?
I mean, when Kurthus sends 3 of its nicest ships to flame out and die in the middle of a null zone, you gotta wonder what they're willing to kill people for.
I don't know. They kill people for less, but the ships they certainly care about, right? Yeah. It's important to them. I don't know if we're...
Why I came back?
Why?
2 things. To deal with Gemma. And to decide whether or not I wanted to steal your ship. So I'm gonna go check it out tonight. Make the call.
Steal Key's ship if you're gonna steal anyone's fucking ship, not mine.
Last I check, I can steal whatever the fuck I want. Welcome to try and stop me, though. But we know how that battle earlier today went, didn't we?
I did pretty fucking good shooting meteors at your girlfriend. So yeah.
Pretty good. Shooting meteors at your girlfriend. I love Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, no, cool. Yeah, if that's what you think good is, then I'm sure Kurthus really sent in its best to that temple. Did you have any sort of emotional unpacking about this that you wanted to do, or am I good?
Nope, we're good. Violence isn't a measure of power. You don't scare me and you're a nerd. Bye.
Can I get an intimidation check, please? This is your first
Sure.
chance to earn what I consider a Nakia approval point. You will need a great many to earn her favor.
8.
I'm going
Tides
to say...
of chaos. No, I love
yeah, can we spend all of our inspirations until we get to keeping Brian alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does it fail on an 8? You tell me.
Let's see. I think Gideon just clearly looks super high and is covered in glitter, and it's like, violence isn't the answer. And you see they bump into someone as they turn and spill their drink on themselves a bit. They go, oh. As soon as they turn around after like the cool exit.
Oh yeah, you bump into the Guildmaster.
Oh
Yeah, no, for sure. Meritos is right behind you as you say, what were the words you said?
Oh god, I think like violence isn't a show of power, and you're a nerd. Bye.
Oh my god, yeah. I think that you then bump into Guildmaster. So you say bye, and then you turn and you immediately bump into him. I think you hear, I think that, not to throw character traits at you, but I think like if you tell like just bad enough of a joke, Gideon makes a really ugly laugh. I think that Nakia makes the same ugly laugh right here in this moment. And then turns around and walks back up to the VIP section where you can't chase her. Oops, almost used the unicorn. Oh, he's gone now. Goodbye, Jeremy.
No.
So you bump into the Guildman. You're over here by the kegs now. Sorry, I've been meaning to move you all. You're over here by the kegs now. And you turn around, you bump into Meritos. And he just kind of lets out this delightful laugh and says, what are you doing calling Fidelity a bunch of nerds? That's a good way to end the night dead.
I'm just telling the truth, and they can try. Gideon like takes another swig.
All right, I'll take it. I didn't know they taught speaking truth to power in Kurthus.
They don't. You just have to learn that one on your own.
That's why they sent you out here to die, isn't it? Speaking too
everyone
much
loves
truth to power these days.
Yeah, everyone likes to talk about how we're all definitely gonna die. I don't think so. We just hired some of yours, the Derby girls. So I think the dying people, we're probably not going to, because if I trust anyone,
Good.
I've known them
I
for
hope
12
they charged
hours.
you through the teeth. What'd they ask for?
I think it was 200,000 gold.
Damn. All right. No, that set them up for life. I have my approval now. If I thought that you were scamming them, we'd have a much different conversation right now. But 200,000 gold is not a small amount here. All right, Derby team by your side. I can see you getting it done. Now I do have another question. So these 3 teams, they sent you all out here to fight your way to the top, right? So what the rumors are?
Technically fighting someone else's way to the top, but yes.
Right, they've sent you to die for someone. My question is why aren't the 3 teams working together if it's your lives on the line? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Gideon looks kind of like, yeah, wait a minute. Gideon kind of raises an eyebrow and is like, they don't love teamwork on Kurthus. I feel like it's kind of make you fight. The harder you fight, the more they reward you. And I don't know. Clearly that's a terrible option, right? But at the same time, it's like, I hate those motherfuckers. But then it's like, right, you want to go above that, because who cares, right? We have a job to do.
See that guy? He points his hand like across the room. I think they're somewhere else now. I think that they are they're still like the same group of 3, but they're probably just hanging out with Cecilius is gone now. I think maybe Dacey's there hanging out. Darcy? The fuck is her name? I'm having a stroke. What is your cousin's name?
Daisy.
You had it right. It's Stacy.
Nice.
Daisy Jiggle.
Perfect. Okay, so I think that he points to the group, and I think you recognize 3 of them. You recognize Daisy, you recognize Maro, you recognize Nasira. But there's like a 4th person there that you don't recognize. He goes, you see him?
Mm-hmm.
And her. And at that second point, he points at Maro. He says, those 2 fucking hated each other till their mid-20s. Every time Jasper would come back from a mission, Mara would be like, I can beat you now. Fight me. When it comes to it, those annoying motherfuckers understand that they're family because they're people. The Null out there, they're not people no more. They don't like you. They don't hate you. They just want to eat you. I'd rather someone fucking hates me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you
I can turn that into something.
You just keep making very good points. Yeah.
That's why they actually put me in charge. I'm very good at talking and making good points. They probably don't want me doing anything else.
What about fighting? I thought that was your thing.
Yeah, I do that a lot, but last time I did it, half a Terrapine needed to be reconstructed, so they said maybe less of that. But I'll tell you this much, talking about people who hate people, I'll tell you who I hate. I'll tell you who you know who I fucking hate?
This is a drunk man. I've had this conversation with a man I don't know who's like an inch from your face and you can smell the beer.
But it's like it's jovial. It's not.
No,
it's. I just have to clarify. Okay.
Yes, in the best way. Yes.
Yeah. He says, "Have you met Guildmaster Parazoa yet?"
No. I've met Sampira and you. And hi,
How
Locus.
the fuck are you meeting so many guild members? You've been here like 2 days. Anyways, so Parazoa, we've hated each other for years. But you know what? When we both became guild masters, we decided that our responsibilities were more important than our petty grudges, and now we only do it once every 5 years, and I've creamed his ass the last 15 years in a row. It works.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just like small pockets of aggression, but then otherwise working together. Oh, I mean, maybe we could do that. I mean, you want to trust someone to not have you killed out in the wilds, but that's the thing, right? Is we should all be helping each other. Who gives a fuck who's ruling Kurthus? We should just get the... Yeah, no, you're right.
No, I know. Here's the thing, though. Most people, this is all nice and good, but you throw ambition and power into the mix, it gets fucked real quick. So you just gotta be careful.
Yeah, I used to think I would do...
money too. Money will ruin that real fucking quick. But I think that's about it. Love, do it.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's what got me down here. Well, no,
I'm not gonna ask a follow-up question about that. It feels inappropriate. I just met you.
No, I should have said that. Sorry. No, you're right. I think she kind of like looks back at Nakia for like a second and is like, yeah, I used to think I would do anything to get ahead in Kurthus. Cheat and trip people into urns.
I'd fucking
Shove
do
them.
that if I lived in Kurthus. Yeah, hell yeah, let's go.
It just doesn't feel worth it anymore, you know?
I mean, that's what growing the fuck up is, right?
I guess so. Wow. Yeah, I'm Gideon, by the way.
I know.
Oh, all right. Well,
Gideon Osmond, assumedly child of the Osmonds who hired a battalion of my people and then had them killed quickly. Yeah, I know who you are.
Gideon, I think, looks like their face goes like 3 shades paler. And they kind of like look away for a second and shake their head and go, I'm sorry. I just found out about that maybe like 20 minutes ago.
It's
I'm
fine,
sorry.
Giddy. I mean, this is just your one chance to fix it. You're taking some of my people with you. You better make damn sure you break the cycle.
I'll make sure they come back. I promise.
Yeah, I mean, don't fucking drop them off in Kurthus. They'll burn it down. For sure, bring them back.
No, I mean alive after the temple.
Yeah, that too.
Gideon's been like sobered, like greatly by this. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I take that seriously. I can't undo what my parents did, but I can do it right this time.
Cool, I'll take your word for it.
Okay. I gotta go. Gideon like smacks his shoulder and it's like, it was nice talking to you. Have a good night. Tell Morrow, hi.
Yeah, never mind.
No, what? What is it?
No, I mean, Simpira's pretty much called you. I shouldn't get in the way of that.
Oh, please. Please get in the way of it. She's mean. And all she cares about is money. And maybe like 6 months ago that would have been hot. But now it's just like, okay. What do you mean? All you care about's yourself. She'd just eat me or something if I looked at her wrong. I don't want to be in that guild.
Okay. Tell me how you really feel.
Sorry, was I supposed to be coy about that?
No, this is fine. Oh boy. I do not like getting in that woman's way. Actually, for the past, 50 or something years, I made it a distinct point to not get into this woman's way. Or Chintrithix's way, little chinny boy. I'm not fucking with him either. And I go and I beat Parazoa up once every 5 years. I kind of, leave guild business to guild business. I'm focused on my men on the outside.
Listen, once she finds out how much Nakia hates me, I'm sure she won't want me in her fucking guild.
Pretty sure that's why she wants you. She thinks it'll make Nakia work harder.
Oh, that's weird. I'm not here to be part of Snake
She's
Mommy's
right.
mind
Probably
games.
make you work harder too.
Of course it would. But I don't want to work harder for her.
You'd be working harder. Isn't that the fucking point?
No, for her. To what end?
Did you just say I want to come to your guild because it'll make me work less hard? Is that what you just said?
No, because it would make me work for better things. I don't want to assassinate people.
Oh, that's not all they do over there. I mean, they have all the pirates there, all your imports, your exports. They do a lot. If they were just assassins, I'd maybe be able to do something about that. But they're not just assassins. They are pretty much the entire economic infrastructure besides Chintrix, and he's a mole man.
Okay.
And he just drinks his whole beer. He says, I'm realizing I'm telling you too much. I'm gonna go.
Okay. I just would love to join a guild where people don't kill each other, which is something I did witness within 12 hours of being here.
He looks up like he's trying to remember. He's like thinking about it. Well, is it guild? Yeah, no one's done that. Yeah, well, it's been like 30 years or something, but no one's done that in Hawkmongress recently. So.
Yeah, because you're good people. I'm being too nice. Have a good night.
Most of us are. Have a good night. I'll see you around, Giddy. You have a good one.
You too, Mary Toast.
You call Guildmaster Meritos Meritos, and you go on your way. Meanwhile, Winona, how's your brawl evening been? How's your party attitude?
I'm excited that we got the Derby girls to join our squad. I'm still nervous about getting noticed by Key. I would like to stay as far away from her as possible.
Yeah, can I get a stealth check from you then, just to see how well you're good at this avoidance game?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay. Sure. A 10. Yeah, she's noticed you, huh? But there's not been a direct confrontation yet. I think there was a small lull in between a sea shanty version of a Kesha song and then a different non-Kesha sea shanty. And I think that just the crowd parted just the right way in between songs when it was silent, just uncomfortable enough for Key to look up now you're wearing like your clothes. Key is wearing castle armor. So is her entire crew. They all look the same. They're all dressed the same. They are like, they're pretty yoked right now. But they're also like wearing armor to a party, nerds.
Yeah.
So,
nerds.
However you want to feel about it. So lull in the song. I think you both like look up at the wrong time and see each other. What does that look like for Winona?
I had like a scene pop into my head from like It's Always Sunny where like Charlie and I forget and Dennis are like looking at each other from across the restaurant, but like not in a good way, like in a bad way. Sorry, I was like the first thing.
Okay.
So it's kind of just like a
but not in a good way. Got it. Okay.
Like, oh, okay.
I have a very important question for you. Who looks away first?
Oh, that's a good question.
It is. I know. I've got you.
Oh, fuck. Ah!
The implications either way.
I know. Honestly, my gut's telling me that I look away first. I'm okay with that for now, even though it hurts, because I'm not trying to start shit at a party, and I'm just going to turn around and try to distract myself with something else.
Yeah, absolutely. So you turn away, you look to distract yourself with something else. I think the only other time you see Key as you get a bit later into the evening is Trinity pull her aside. And then she just kind of never comes back.
It's okay.
So,
Cope.
with that,
Sorry.
just send a pigeon just with the words "cope" just to her. She goes, and I will come back to you in one moment. Adrielle, what does your evening look like?
Hi.
I assume that you are the one who's babysitting Misha Asarov because no one else has mentioned them.
Yes, I am babysitting Misha Asarov this evening. That is my job.
Perfect. So but besides babysitting Misha, what else have you done this evening?
I think that like Adri has like gone and talked to like some Derby girls and like answered some of their questions about like provisions in the ship and like things like that. Like I think that she's just like handling like the business side while everyone else is getting to party, which is very on brand for Adrielle. I did not expect Adri to come here and get drunk. And so she's very much like, hi, this is the mission, etc., etc.
Yeah, can I go ahead and get a persuasion check just to let me know what kind of impression you leave on Hawkmongress as a whole?
Yeah. A 6.
So why is it a 6?
She's annoying. I love Adri. She's fucking annoying. People are here to party, and she's just like, yeah, so like there's this, and then there's that. I love her, but she's annoying. She can be annoying.
Is it like Rachel Berry? Is like
no? I think it's just like she's just not like picking up the cues, right? I think that she's just like
they're like, I'm drunk and I'm about to make out with this girl.
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me about Mordia? What is going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I love that. So yeah, I think that you are standing in front of who have you done this to? I think
Jenny probably.
No, Jenny's up to something. I think that you are standing in front of Zeslia, probably. I'm gonna put you all close to the center of the floor. Right there. I think that you can kind of you've been staying at the center of the floor, so you need a fucking eyes on all your little cats that you got to herd tonight.
Adri saw the unicorn and was like, what the fuck? And then she saw
and then the unicorn went away and you were like, okay, I guess I don't gotta deal with that. It's been I think you also watched Key kind of like not come back. Her lackeys are still around though. I think that Cecilia is standing next to this. She's a hot water Genasi, and that means that she's talking to a hot fire Genasi. They've got some good shit about to go down. They're in the center of the floor. Obviously, Kesha just ended, so they're like in the mood, and they're like standing very close to each other. And tell me what you are talking to them about that they don't want you to be talking to them about.
Oh God. I think Adri's like info dumping on like star formations. And like how helpful they can be
to these people who don't see stars in their home.
That's why.
Because like you would think it's like, oh, here's this thing you don't know much about. That's a wonder that's waiting for you.
Yeah.
And all they're hearing is, I'm from Kurthus and I get to see the stars every night. Look at me. And it's just like a completely
it's just not great.
Signals. Oh my goodness. So I think you're in the middle of that unfortunate event, and can I get a perception with advantage from you?
Yes.
A 20. I will take it. So yeah, I think you glean that Key's not here. I think you glean that Daisy has left. I think that you glean that Ystira and Maro are both pretty sloshed right now. And I also think you glean the fact that Jenny has pretty much got Misha pressed up against a
Oh
wall with
no,
like,
I have
her
to go
hand
save them. Oh
on
no.
and is clearly in the middle of that. So those are all the things
Great.
you perceive this evening.
Adri is going, because she doesn't know when Misha walked off, because Misha was with her at some point.
Absolutely.
And she definitely made the notion to them to just like, hey, don't leave at any point. And so Adri sees this and sees what's happening and just goes, I'm so sorry, and excuses herself to then go interrupt this.
Have a good shooting star. That's the last thing you hear. As you walk over to what energy are you going in with? I think
Adri looks at Julian from behind Jenny and is like, you need to be saved? Are you having fun?
roll an insight check.
A nat 20.
Oh my god. Yeah. Inhibitions left about 10 minutes ago. Does that mean good decision making? Absolutely not.
Great.
Like, and then so the thing is that the royal family, which I'm not a part of, you have to is like when they turn
Adri
25,
immediately
like, that's when they
walks
become-
up and says, Jenny, I'm so sorry. My boyfriend normally doesn't come to parties like this. I actually need to steal him. I'm so sorry. And
yes, Julian, the boyfriend.
Yeah, she says, Jenny, I'm so sorry. And Adri grabs Misha's hand and like yanks him off the wall. And looks at him and goes, we're going somewhere else. Yeah?
That would sound fair to me.
Yeah, perfect, great. And Adri's
Jenny
gonna like
gave me-
scope to see if she can see.
Jenny had like chocolate that she said would be fun. I'm realizing her definition of fun and my definition of fun are very different things.
Hold on, 1 second. One second. 1 second. Because I know I put this on. I'm gonna cast silence on me.
Okay. So literally like 20 feet around. This is so fucking funny. You are at a party and the shanties stop in this little circle you're inside, and for 20 feet of the party goers around you.
I'm so sorry. Wait, can I scope the space first? Wait, no, can I scope the space first?
Some of them like pull out knives. What are you? Sorry, you're saying you want to do what first?
I wanted to scope his space first and then cast silence.
Okay. Yeah. So you realize what silence does, right?
Yes, it creates like a spear around us.
You know, so it actually so it does, and then anything that is inside can't be heard.
Yeah.
It doesn't create a thing that makes people from the outside immune to sound. I just want to double check.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I want
Perfect.
people to not hear this man currently.
Yeah,
in the sphere.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So I think we're gonna go like, hold on, let me make a little thing. We're gonna go like over here, like not on the dance floor, near the entrance. We're just gonna come over here.
Okay. All right. You drag Misha over there. Go ahead and move your token. I'll move them.
Oh, that's a square. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Hold on. Where am I? Where am I right now? What the fuck? Oh, I found me. Hi.
Congrats, bestie. Now, I know you might not remember from last week, just because there are not crowd figurines does not mean there's not crowd there. But this is definitely the places without crowds are like the least populated.
Perfect. Great. That's exactly what she wants. And then she's gonna cast silence around them. And it's like this like translucent, glittery purple bubble around them.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at Misha and she goes, how much did you have to drink?
Nothing comes out of your mouth. Silence comes out of your mouth.
Oh, that's right. We can't speak to each other. Great.
Correct. Which is what I tried to warn you about.
Adri doesn't realize this. Adri was just very quickly trying to think. So she sits.
She just goes,
Adri sits them down on like a stool in here. And then she sits down on the other stool. Okay, Audrey's gonna force Misha to sit on one of these stools in here.
Kind of slinks down into it.
Kind of just like a timeout. I think she's just putting him on timeout at this point. It lasts an action or concentration up to 10 minutes. So I think for 10 minutes, they both...
Gideon, you finish talking to Meritos and you turn around and there seems to be like a shimmering sort of aura in the corner of the room that kind of catches your eye. And then when you look at that, you see Misha going directly at
Gideon makes eye contact with Gideon.
Before.
Makes eye contact with Gideon and just mouths, "Do not come over here."
Gideon starts slowly walking over.
Audrey casts whole person on Gideon.
Oh my god! Okay, so this is a concentration spell. Is hold person a concentration spell?
Fuck, let me check. Audrey's losing it. Audrey's losing her
Not
mind.
that it matters, but it matters.
That's your yellow. You good?
It is. Never mind. She doesn't cast whole person on Gideon, but if it wasn't a concentration spell, she fucking would have.
That's deeply worrying. We continue.
And I think in Audrey's head, she's just like, "I'm tired of hurting cats, please." And she'll release silence on the bubble as Gideon approaches.
Oh, I was just gonna stand outside of the bubble
okay.
drinking and watching
Pretending
Misha.
to mime.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
I think Gideon has been in this bubble before on night where, so they're just like at this keg right outside of it, like leaned up against the barrel, being like, "Yeah." And then they point at Adriel and do a, "You good?"
Audrey gives a very reluctant thumbs up. And then waits for the, 10 minutes to be up and then releases the silence spell.
I was missing the shanties.
You're not allowed, no more drinks for you tonight.
It wasn't, I was trying to tell you, and you weren't listening. Jenny gave me fun chocolate.
Exactly.
And I didn't understand what fun chocolate meant.
Do you want to go back to the inn?
Just a silent, like when you ask a kid, like, "Are you tired?" And the kid's like, Even though they're like, just fell asleep.
Audrey goes, "Okay. So here are the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And if you break any of them, I'm taking us back to the inn."
Okay. I technically hear no rules, but continue.
We're not in the silence bubble anymore, Julian. So you can hear me loud and clear when I say these rules.
Roll an intimidation check. With advantage.
Hold on.
Can I give the help
Yeah, okay,
action
they shut the
by,
fuck up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 17's enough, but I think you're what do you do to help Gideon? I need to know.
I think they're just not I don't know, when your sibling gets in trouble but you don't, so you're just kind of like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to be responsible right now. I love that. Winona, you see this happening as well. You may choose to stay the fuck away from it or engage as you see fit.
I was just thinking about that.
Where'd you land?
I'm so far away.
You're so far away.
I'm so far away. I don't know anybody else here though, so I feel like I'm kind of floating, so I might inch my way over, but I'm not rushing.
Okay, just circling.
Yeah,
Closer.
just keeping my
Okay.
eyes out.
All right. Yeah. So, with a 17, say what you're gonna say.
You are drinking water for the rest of the night. You are not taking any more drugs at any point during this evening. You are going to try your best to sober up. And you are not going to talk about Kurthis at all while you're down here in this fucking club
I barely talk about Curtis, so
Yeah, I walked over. She's gonna whisper. Actually, she's gonna like tiptoe and go into his ear. She goes, I walked over and you were talking about, yeah, when I and the royal family, blah blah blah. We're trying to keep your identity a fucking secret, Misha.
I don't think I said that.
I don't
think I said that.
Okay. I mean,
I think I was
calling me a
explaining
liar?
how we got
you calling me a
here.
liar?
No, I'm just calling you a truth stretcher, which is a different thing.
No, I think it's the same thing.
Pretty sure it's different.
She stares into the void. And she looks at Gideon. She goes, how sober are you right now?
Incredibly much so.
I didn't fucking ask you. She's gonna ask Julie.
Oh no, that was me, Katie May.
Oh.
But yes, incredibly sober after the talk with Meritos. Their
Great.
beer has just gone warm.
Great,
They
perfect.
haven't drank it.
All right, perfect. He's your responsibility now. I'm gonna go get drunk. Bye. Adri's gonna go get a drink from the bar.
As you deserve, Queen. Do you want me to get you something? Do you want? I have weed.
Azriel, my mom.
I'll kill you. Gideon says that laughing.
I'll fucking kill you. Actually, as Adri's walking away, she actually turned around for a second and she goes, I told Jenny that he was my boyfriend, so if there are questions, there's your answers.
We should fake a breakup. It'd be so funny.
No. If
Let Adriel get drunk first before you fake a breakup. Then it'll be fun. If
I'm
you
not
want.
getting drunk, I'm just having a drink. Oh my god, I am the only person that's
Do you
sober
want
at
me
this
to
party
ask
right now.
Jenny for a chocolate?
No. I really want to take you home is what I want to do, but
Whoa!
you wish. You wish. You fucking wish. She'll say as she like starts backing up.
I think literally Misha and like Gideon are just like collapsed laughing on like on each other. They're just like, I think they're both like laughing and like leaning on a pillar. So you're just like, you just back away.
It's that like ugly laugh. like
I hate it here.
Oh my god.
Adri comes back with a drink and a fucking water for Misha. Chug that.
I'll take that one.
No. Chug that.
I'll chug that one.
No.
oh my god.
Sorry, I'm method acting, okay? Okay, yeah, you give Misha the water. Misha drinks it. Very, very quickly. And then turns it upside down on the keg and goes, flip cup, I win.
Nope. Not
What are we
touching that.
doing now?
No. Gideon?
Would you like me to take him elsewhere away from you so you and Winona can have fun? Would you
I'm
like
not-
me to?
I'm not saying that I'm not having fun.
source
I'm
of
just
that.
saying that him being extremely drunk is a liability.
Again, not drunk. Jenny gave me a fun chocolate, and I misunderstood the meaning of fun. Don't know how many times I have to clarify this.
You being high is also a liability. I don't know what else to fucking say to you.
Stretching. Just gonna say
I'm gonna choke him out. It's gonna happen.
Okay. I think I need to get them out of here. Adriel, would you like me to take them to the inn?
Yeah, but then you're ruining your fun, and I don't want to do
I
that.
know the way I can go.
You're not fucking going
Oh,
alone.
no.
That's not an option.
I think now is when Winona shows up because she can sense the tension that's happening.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Winona. Adri like flocks to Winona's
Hi,
side.
Winona. Misha does that. Hi, Winona.
Hey.
Save me. What? Save me.
From what?
From Misha.
The night got away from us here, I feel like.
Again, not the night. A single piece of chocolate. I will
I
clarify.
mean, we
this
did
one
what we
time,
came
not
here to do. Do we really have to stay?
No, I don't want to like ruin it. If you think that I'm gonna ruin it, I should go, and then the people who can stay and have fun before we have to leave, now that we have the people we need to, can stay.
What kind of chocolate did you have?
Some
She
kind
called it fun chocolate, and I misunderstood the
Um,
meaning of fun.
Oh, sweet angel.
And that has been held against me in this situation. I'm not going to lie, but it was a misunderstanding.
Okay.
Yeah, they need
At
a
least
bed.
it was an accident. Yeah. I'll take them. You guys stay here if you want.
I want to
Please.
go. I
I am not in the
sleep.
partying mood.
I would
mean,
like to
honestly,
sleep.
I think he knows what went down. And she hasn't shown back up. And I would like to not be here when she decides to come back from wherever she went. So I am game with going home. Or
Okay.
to the inn.
Okay.
Great. Cool.
Well, I don't know. I feel like one of us should stay, right? I feel like Winona, you and Adriel, especially Adriel, I feel like you need fun.
This is not fun.
I
for
would
me.
love to harness it for you, but it will be fun once we're gone. And you can trust me. I have it here. I have it together. I will keep an eye on them. It will be okay. And then maybe see if you have fun after, you stay for a little bit.
Would you like to finish the rest of my drink, Adri?
No.
No.
Do not give it to Julian.
No. It's not that I don't want you to have fun. I just think you had too much fun.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm not that tired anymore. Gideon, yeah, you take Julian back to the inn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go actually see what the fuck is up with these ghosts. Which is what I wanted to do when I got here.
Please report back, because I also want to know what's up with the ghosts.
I can help you with the ghosts.
Okay.
Be careful, ghost secrets can drive you mad. That's what my mom says.
Your mom says a lot of things. Night.
Bye. Gideon just leads Julian away. Like, not even.
You lead a completely stunned Misha away.
I just had enough. I'm so sorry for that roast.
You know the Mr. Krabs meme where it's like, that's pretty much this moment for dear
So
Misha.
sorry. She'll feel bad about it later. She does not feel bad about it right now.
Yeah, so Gideon leaves with Misha, and we will revisit that tale soon. What happens in the next 10 minutes for Winona and Adriel? Give me a little montage.
Ooh, I think Adri will go over to not the kegs because she does not like beer, but she will go over to Crovolone. We are gonna go back to Crovolone. I think Adri's gonna get a big glass of mead.
I'm gonna go with it.
For herself, and then looks back at Winona and is like, "Hey Winona, do you want some mead? Did you like what we drank at Hi Lucas's place?"
Yeah, no, that shit was delicious.
Yeah, Crovolone, can I have 2 glasses of mead, please?
I can give you sorry, I was still in Misha. I can give you 2 glasses of mead. Do you want wild straws in them?
What are wild straws?
What's that mean?
They're little weeds that grow outside in the wilds, but they're hollow on the inside. You can use them as straws, and once in a while, you'll get a vision of the future.
Hell no, absolutely not.
Okay,
oh no,
one
Adri's
wants
tempted
this
by that.
one.
Goddamn. Ooh, Adri thinks about it. There's a split second where Adri literally thinks about it.
Listen, I support you, and no matter what you do.
No. I
but-
should be responsible tonight, but I will take you up on that another night. Just normal glasses, please.
All right. He kind of shrugs not as fun. But he kind of snaps his fingers. 2 little Bones boys. Bones boys! Raise themselves up and grab the meats and pour the glasses in unison. While Corvola just sits there like this. And then when your glasses are ready, he says, "All right. Anything else?"
No, I think I'm good. Winona, you're good? Do you want food? You good?
Oh, you're Winona?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard someone walking out 20 minutes ago. They said, quote, "I'm gonna kick Winona's ass." Thought you should know.
I mean, Winona, you could kick her ass easily. I'm not worried about it.
I'm just fucking tired, fam.
Me too, man. Also me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if she
Yeah.
listen, if she comes
You
up,
know, when I kind of like took this pact, right? Like when you kind of take on these powers, it's kind of like you never sleep again. It's like, man, I miss sleep.
You can never sleep again.
Yeah. Anyways, what are y'all talking about?
What?
wait, you can why can you ever sleep? Is there not like a holiday in the pact?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh,
Oh. All right. Well,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you for the
Cool as
bead.
hell. Look, I can do this. He snapped his fingers, and the little bones must come back. They do a little dance.
Oh, I love them. Do they have names?
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's Cabbage and that's Patch.
I love that. That's so cute. They're very handsome boys.
They're skeletons.
I know. Anyway, Andrew puts a gold piece on the table and walks away. Andrew doesn't know how to party or be a person, so I'm just gonna just put the gold piece on the table and walk away.
Yeah, and I think you standing in the entrance next to Crovalon, if you two will move your tokens to be in that appropriate area for me. Thank you. I think it is at this moment.
Oh, no, where you at? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I
There you go.
I think that it is at this moment and this moment alone that we hear the sound of shit. Flying sharks don't make any sound.
I think Curran has like a bell collar.
I think we hear something. Is that a fucking flying shark with a bell around its neck? That's how you know.
I hate that.
Sorry, my brain just melted. Okay, so yeah. Let me just put some tokens where they need to be put, shall we? Placing them. All right. So, yeah, Kita, nope, Winona and Adriel, I'm gonna flip it around. Current, will you please tell me what Adriel and Winona see as you come in?
They see Current bust through, and I don't even think to like morph back from being a shark yet. So I've busted through as a shark. And as gently as I can, I'm gonna lay Brian down and then change back into my regular form and just wide-eyed, just screaming for somebody to help.
Oh shit! So you just start screaming.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think I'm frantic at this point, seeing like this immediate change happening to Brian.
Yeah, I think it got worse. And the taste in your mouth, unfortunately, soured as this transformation began to take place. You notice that her eyes are open, and her eye is open, and and it's gray. Both the iris and the eye itself. You set her down. You just start screaming, and I my question is, do you have the wherewithal to see your friends and scream for them, or are you just
I think that I probably take just a quick glance, just if Ystira was there, and because I don't see right away, I probably, even though even if I don't see Adriel, I scream for Adriel.
okay? Winona, Adriel, it would feel
Nope, go.
this vision of Current transforming back into her form, screaming for you. It's one of those things that you feel like the world should stop for that. Hey, That's something the world should stop for. But you are in the opening hall. No one else is in here besides Crove. The party is raging behind you, and Current's screams are nearly drowned out. The horror still hits your bones. What do you do next?
I literally drop my drink and run over to them.
It shatters.
I also run over to them. I put my drink back on the counter and I run over to them. And I think I just look at Current and I go, why? What happened? What happened? You weren't gone for that long.
I don't know. We went to go. Brian wanted to stop and look and see what was happening at that, like, this nightmare party we were going to go to, and we saw Simpira and she did something weird to and then we went to go meet Gemma and it all went bad, and I think she's just kind of like going in a circle, having a really hard time getting out. Pretty much in shock, I think.
What did Gemma tell you when she told you to come here? It wouldn't make sense for her to tell you to leave. What did she tell you?
She told me that I needed to get help for Brian. She said to find Justira, and it was Oslo, and I don't know what's happening.
I think Adri just like is like looking down at Brian and kind of like crouches down and kind of like cradles Brian's face, and is just gonna kind of try to really quickly do an arcana check to see what kind of magic this is. As she can like see it like eating at Brian. Hold on, sorry. My cat decided that this is a good time to stand right in front of my screen.
Can I go in and run for
19.
Ystira and try to find her?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
19.
19 for Arcana. Yeah, this is I think it's terrifying enough to know what it is, right? Like it's what kids dressed up as whatever the Curthus Halloween was, you know, insensitively painting their skin gray and thinking it was a funny joke to pop out at people from behind corners while they're trick-or-treating or whatever the tradition is. Current's hand is gray.
And I think Adri, sorry, hold on. I removed something from my sheet by accident when I leveled up. Like I fucked up. So hold on.
Winona, can I just get a perception check for you so I can see how quick you can find Ystira
Yes.
in this literal crowd of people?
23.
23.
Nice.
Winona, fucking business o'clock. Yeah,
My
your
friend's
intuition
in
is
trouble.
correct. You managed to start making your way through the crowd. Ystira and Maro are back sitting up on the thrones.
I kind of like, I'm trying to compose myself in front of them because I don't want to like draw too much attention to myself, because though it is a dire situation, I don't want the rest of the party freaking out. So I kind of just walk up really fast and really sternly, and I'm like, hi, I know I haven't spoken a word to you, but
Oh, Winona, you did such a good job fighting tonight, Maro says.
thank you, but I desperately need your help, Ystira. Brian desperately needs your help.
Roll a persuasion check for me with advantage.
11.
Ystira says, Winona, if this is a ploy for attention, I can't really buy into this right now.
I don't give a shit about attention, fam. My best friend literally is having the life sucked from her body, and I cannot do anything about it. You think I want to fucking do this right now? Do you think I want to beg for your help on your night right now? No.
Where is she?
At the front.
Bring her back here.
Is
And she points towards the door that had held the bedroom that you all were in before.
Okay. Thank you.
At that point, Maro says, really? And you hear Ystira go, "That was the truth, Morrow. You're a bad judge of character."
I was about to go apeshit. All right, cool.
So, can I get a... So yeah, I think Winona, at that point, you start running back. Adriel, what have you been doing to stop the spread?
I think when you come back to Adri, she's literally like on her knees. Her cloak is like off her back, and you see this like silver and purple magic like weaving itself both around her and around Brian. She's casting lesser restoration right now. She doesn't like.
Okay.
She knows that this magic is too high level and that it won't fix it, right? Like, there's no way for her to like stop it herself.
You might be fix it, but you might be able to buy.
Yeah,
time,
but I might be
right?
able to buy
That's
some
what
time.
she's
So I
trying to
think
do
that
right
that's what Adri's trying to do, right?
Yeah,
And so
let's go
like, she's like wiping at like her head with like one, because it's like a very powerful spell, and she's like lightly shaking. She doesn't really cast the spell very often. She's just like very quietly under her breath just saying, may meter guide you, may meter guide you, may meter guide you. Just
when
like
you cast the
over and
spell,
over and over.
you watch Crovolone's little bones boys just like turn to dust.
Oh no, oh no.
Brian, you may remove your first failed death saving throw.
She'll apologize to Croblone for that at some point.
Whenever it matters most.
I
I'm
keep
gonna-
thinking y'all are saying provolone, like the cheese.
Oh no.
It's deeply distressing. Anyway,
sorry.
carry on.
Don't you have other things to be worried about?
Like
I do,
dying?
but provolone is concerning to me.
That's
Like
what I've been
that.
thinking about, TBH.
Carry
Okay,
on.
well, glad we're all thinking about that. Yeah, so Winona, I assume you're running back to pick Brian up
Yes.
and bringing Brian back.
Yes.
Again, right? Like, no one's like stopping to notice. No one's giving this purchase. However, I would like everyone to roll a perception check as they proceed through the party room. I assume everyone's trying to join them in the back. And by that, I mean Winona, Brian, and Current.
I'm looking.
Not Brian. Winona, nope. And Winona, Adriel, Current. Can I get perception checks, please?
21.
21 from Adriel, 7 from Winona, and a 13 from Current.
Would you like me to roll a
Okay.
perception check in my,
I don't. Thank
in
you.
my unconsciousness? Okay.
So 21, Adriel. You are walking through and you see that the thing that you glean as you pass is that Simpira has noticed. And you watch as this party kind of heads into the back, her stand up from the couch she was sitting on and take a few steps to come and lean against the VIP railing, just looking at you.
Adri, for a second, considers flipping her off, but knows that Simpira could kill her with a blink if she wanted to. There is that flicker of consideration as she's fucking done tonight. And looks back up at Simpira, kind of shrugs, and goes into the room and shuts the door loudly.
You make eye contact with her?
Oh no, I can't, because she's a thing, and Adri would remember that. I wouldn't, but she would.
Yeah, that's a bigger fuck you than flipping her off for sure.
Yeah, I think Adri just like looks back in her direction, doesn't make eye contact with her, kind of shrugs, goes and shuts the door.
All right. Yeah. So I think Ystira is already in the room. I'm gonna go ahead and place everyone. I think that Morrow has come down the steps to start talking to Guildmaster Meritos. I think I'm just gonna put everybody's tokens where they should be for you. All right, and then Adriel, let me get you moved as well, and then we can continue. So let me just arrange all of this. Thank you. All right, so Winona, you are holding Brian. You come in, Ystira is standing next to the bed, kind of nods at you to put her down.
And yeah, I put Brian right next to on the side that she's on.
Who did this? What is it?
Oslo. I don't know what spell it is, but Oslo did it. And Adri looks at Current.
We had run into Oslo, and she wanted to know about Gemma.
Roll. Roll a deception check for me, bud. That's a lie.
$14.
This is a matter of life and death. I need the truth now.
And I think Current takes a little bit, and then sees Brian lying there and decides to just tell her what the purpose was that we were there. We were there for a stakeout. Gemma wanted us to meet her there for a stakeout of Fidelity Bank, and nobody was supposed to be there. And Oslo was there, and she knew Gemma was there.
Interesting. So I think at this point you've set Brian down on the bed. I think that Ystira is LOL taking Brian's shirt off, is flipped around her back, kind of cut up the top of it just to get a look at the back. Realizes this is not where the problem is and kind of starts getting a little bit in her head. She says, this makes no sense. This isn't Oslo's kind of magic. I've never seen her wield this before. I've known her my whole life.
Current, what happened right before this happened? What did the magic look like?
I remember there was... Well, she had done something to Gemma's arm that she said that she had learned while Gemma was gone, and then there was a vial. There was like a little vial that broke.
Okay. Was it a poison? Was a poison in the vial?
It looked...
Is this poisoning, Current?
No, I think it's necrotic. It's
out now. Brian, I need you to wake up. And she just like waves you all off. She says, stand outside the door. I don't want anyone here. I don't want anyone here, and I mean anyone.
Okay. We all leave, I guess. Adri, very quietly before she leaves, she goes, if you need a hand, let me know. I'll be right outside.
I think that she doesn't respond, but I think you turn to like take one last look at her as you go, and I think you see in a single corner of her eyes just the smallest collection of tears. Mm-hmm. And I think that you go ahead and you let the door shut behind you. If anyone would like to try to eavesdrop, now would be your time for a perception check.
16.
15.
17.
Wow, so you're all gonna hear the whole thing, huh? Cool. All right. Well, so I think that you all hear the following. You hear the squeaking of the bed, just sort of shifting, and you hear, Belle, come on, I'm gonna need. Fuck. Drawer. You hear a drawer open and shut. You hear the sound of clinking bottles. You hear something fall and shatter on the ground. I think you hear a lot of frantic, like, okay, Belle, fuck, you would hate this so much. Belle, I'm gonna save your life, okay? And you're not gonna get to be mad because I'm saving your life, right? And then You're gonna wake up, and I'm never going to talk to you again because this is my fucking bachelorette party, okay? And I think you hear a like hiss of pain that sounds like it's from her. And then silence. Current, you look down. You see thin wisps of purple smoke coming from underneath the door. What do you do?
Let's see. Can I want to knock on the door and call for Ystira and see if I get a reply. Ystira. I think I'm gonna turn to Adriel and Winona and just give a look and just be like, "This
Adriel tries to open the door.
Something's not right."
Adriel, you go to open the door, and you see the following. Ystira is standing atop, just right over Brian's form on the bed. TW body horror. You can actually see that she has, for better or worse, made a sacrifice to make this happen. You notice that there is a large portion of her hand missing. As this is clearly blood magic and something you've never seen before and something you did not know existed. And it is fucking horrifying. And she looks up at you. Ystira's eyes are rolled back to the back of her head, eyes bright red. She holds her other hand out, and this force of power you've never fucking seen shuts the door in your face.
All right, well, she's alive.
What the fuck was that?
I'm not asking any fucking questions right now.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
She's alive. She was alive. And that's honestly, considering the fact that I've held a dead girl in my arms in the past 24 hours, I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
Oh, fuck.
Her hand was missing.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. Is that why Sampira wants her, likes her so much?
She can do that powerful magic? Probably.
Is that what she wants me to do?
I don't know, Current. She walks around with indentured servants. I wouldn't be surprised.
That can't happen. That can't fucking happen.
There's no way.
What can't happen, dears? Heels walking up the steps.
Motherfucker.
Hissing snakes from her hair. Sampira approaches, a glass of wine in her hand. Jovial smile on her face. Current, how are you enjoying your first Hochmongress bash?
Well, I'd say it's quite the celebration.
Yes, Hochmongress is good at that.
What do you need, Mistress Sampira?
I just want some information about how you walked in with a nearly dead member of your party. If you're a member of my guild, I need to make sure you're safe.
Well, you see me here in one piece. I seem safe enough.
But slightly injured.
We'll heal.
Most wounds do. You've found my healer. Step in the right direction.
I'd say so. He seems to hold quite a bit of power.
Yes, I taught her well. So, did you fall down a flight of stairs?
Well, I am known to be kind of clumsy. Flight of stairs? Yeah, sure.
Really? Last I heard, you were somewhat flighty, Current.
Maybe not so much on my feet.
I understand. And why are 3 Kurthinians playing guard at a Hawkmon grass patch bash?
Just making sure a friend's all right.
Hmm. And Ystera told you to do that?
No, we decided to do it on our own.
Hmm. Then you would understand if I asked to see one of my guild members. No?
No.
No.
I'm not in your guild, Mistress Simpira. So no.
You're right. Current?
I can't let you in there.
Oh. Can't let me in. Okay. Can't let me in. And why is that?
Because I like to make sure that what we're doing is in best interest of those that I care about. And quite frankly, I don't feel you going in there is what's in best interest for those that I care about.
But it could be in best interest for those that I care about. Healing can take a great deal out of Ystera. And if the right people aren't there to make sure she's okay on the other side, something very bad could happen.
That didn't seem to be much of an issue when she was out there healing everybody during the brawl.
Yes, but they aren't on their way to becoming null, are they?
Well, then I would say that you've taught her well, and she seems to be knowing what she's doing.
Let me cut it short. Ysira will suffer if you do not let me in. Don't let me in, fine. I'm happy to let her suffer on your account. I'll let you know that it was her who made the call. Right? No, sorry. You said that you were doing this of your own volition, so the blame will rest purely on your shoulders.
We tried going in there. It was clear that she didn't want anybody in the room.
But
Also,
she
you're
needs
just-
someone in the room,
no.
Current. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, church girl, preach more.
Simpira, she doesn't need your help.
Of course not. Well, when she passes out and is on the verge of dying, you can tell her I've gone home. Good night.
Good night,
She
Mistress
fucking walks
Simpira.
away.
We're going to pay for that later, and quite frankly, I don't care.
She can rot. Archer will mumble.
She can rot. She's no guild master of mine.
What the fuck would she think that she's gonna do? Go in there and kill Brian and say that Ystera did it by accident, that her magic couldn't save her? And Adria at this point is crying. Like, Adria at this point is so frustrated that she's crying. Because of just, like, what's happened in the past day.
It's clear as day that she wants to play games. We're not here to play games. This isn't a game.
Can I make a perception
just a-
check to see if I hear anything on the other side of the door at this point?
Yeah, go for it.
Seven. I don't hear anything.
It is completely silent. Would anyone else like to make a perception check at this point?
Might as well.
Yeah.
20.
Winona, with a 20, you hear a body thud on the ground. The smoke underneath the door has subsided. Brine, roll me a religion check.
Oop. 17.
One moment. Brine, you are somewhere. God knows where. Take that phrase as you would see fit. You can smell grass. You can feel it under your feet. But you can't feel it. You can't see a goddamn thing. All you know is that your hands are clenched at your side as you're walking through this grass. So hard that you feel like your hand is bleeding, dripping down your knuckles onto the grass you presume you're staining. Harder and harder. Till your hand cleaves itself right off. The severed hand falls to the ground and in its lifelessness opens. And there is an eye in the palm. For the first time, you see. And you wake up. You come to looking at some sort of godforsaken rafters, the taste of rotten berries and fuzz in your mouth. At some point you bit your tongue. You can't tell. But you feel good. Great, even. As you lay in bed for a few breathless moments, expecting to be in pain. And you aren't. In fact, your back feels better than it's ever felt. You can tell from here, it's completely healed.
I think I'm confused because this is not where I was the last time I was conscious.
Not at
Can I
all.
roll a perception check to see what I can figure out?
You want to sit up? Or are you making this perception check laying down?
I'll sit up.
Okay.
That's a nat one, baby. I don't see a damn thing.
Kind of hard to not see a damn thing on this one.
Maybe I don't believe it when I see it.
I think maybe you can play with this as you'd like.
Okay.
But you see, and I think you miss the blood, and I think you miss the source of it. But there is a crumpled Ystira at your bedside.
I don't think I think about it at all. I think I'm off the bed and next to her.
Totally fine. You're completely spry.
Ystira, and I'm gonna like reach down and like kind of pull her towards me.
Nona, you hear Brian speaking.
I based on hearing the thud on the floor, and I just swing the door open and I run inside. And I
Tell me what Winona sees. Brian?
I am kind of on the floor with my legs like to the side, and I've got Yastira kind of like pulled up over my legs so that her head is like kind of cradled in this arm, and I think I'm holding the arm with the severed hand in my other hand.
No severed hand, just a dream.
Oh no, her hand
You
is gone.
You can't. You have not noticed it yet.
God. Okay. But so I'm just gonna be like cradling her head like in my arm and like saying her name over and over again, and I think trying to like take stock of what's happening. But I'm very frantic.
And I think Winona can see that through Brian's panic, Brian has not seen Yastira's hand that is like pooling blood on the ground.
oh fuck. Oh fuck.
I'll whip around when I hear Winona and go, "What the fuck happened?"
Adri comes inside at this point and pulls Current with her and closes the door.
Oh, Brian. Oh God.
Current, what happened? How did we get here? What's going on? What happened to her?
Did we just?
Can I immediately start casting Healing Word?
Can I do a medicine check on her?
Yeah, no. I think you go in to do the medicine check. I think like as you all start talking and it gets a little bit louder, I think like you see her eyes flutter open for like just a second, and she makes eye contact with you, Winona, and says, "Get Morrow, please."
Yeah.
And she's gone again.
And then I absolutely bolt out the door to go get Morrow.
And I think like, Brian, what you see is a look to Winona and says, "Get Morrow, please." And then I think you see her eyes meet yours for like just a second as she fades again.
I'm gonna kind of grit my teeth and just go, "Yastira, I swear to God, if you die on me right now," and then kind of like lean in and like cup her face like very tightly in that one hand and like shift a little bit so she's leaning on me more. And probably move my fingers down to try to like check for a pulse and make sure that she's still breathing.
Adrielle, you are kind of already doing that, and Brian's hands getting in the way is not helpful at all. I think that there is a faint pulse there, but it is beating erratically, magically so, I would say.
I think Adri, just in the pure rage of like Simpira and like knowing that Simpira has this like woman under her thumb and has like caged her, has the most rage in her body, and is very like falls down to her knees and is like very frantically casting Lesser Restoration also on Yastira because she still had that spell slot, just to kind of buy time as she's like figuring out like what to do next. She's like, I'm gonna fucking heal her. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fucking heal her. And so she starts casting Lesser Restoration and is deciding if she's gonna channel Divinity or not, because there is a very real possibility that she might. And she kind of like, Brian's hand kind of gets in the way, and the Adriel very gently like moves it from the position that like she needs it to be in.
Oh no, if you're already casting, that hand is searing hot, baby. That's radiant magic.
Oh fuck. Sorry, Brian. So yeah. So
I'm gonna like
first degree burn on your hands. You have a sunburn on your hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna hiss and like jerk backwards away from Adriel.
Yeah, Adriel mumbles sorry, and is like very quickly speaking in Celestial, in a way that none of them have really seen before. And like there are these like tiny runes that are like coming out of her hand as she's like continuing to like speak in what kind of, if you don't speak Celestial, sounds like tongues.
Right.
But yeah.
We head now to Winona. Winona, you've raced over to Morrow. What do you say?
I'm trying. Hi. Please just follow me, please.
Okay. Mara like hands her drink to Meritos. and then goes to follow you.
I it's really intense. Just to give you a
What do you mean intense?
it's really intense. Just to give you a heads up.
Is Brian like really hurt or something?
It
What's up, Winona?
Ystera is really hurt. She requested you.
What do you mean? Babe? And Mara just dodges you.
Yeah.
And then I think we begin to see like, oh shit, that's a character that's a much higher level than me. Just in the way that they kind of like effortlessly bound up the steps and swing in through the room.
Yep.
They're like, she's there in like seconds. It is, you're just like there 1 second, gone the next. I think that interesting. I'm gonna just have Maro roll a religion check, just to make sure I don't think that like that's a D12. Pay no attention to that. Just to make sure that like Maro doesn't think like you're trying to kill her wife. Just gonna check.
Yeah.
17. They know that.
Thank God. Okay, cool.
Thank God. So I think that yeah. Can everyone move their tokens to show me where they're standing, please?
Yeah.
Well, if Maro's in, I'm gonna be like back here because I kind of want. I'm freaking out and I want to give Maro space.
Yeah,
but
you also need someone to guard the door. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think Amaro strides in through the door, sees Ystera, just around, just some pure protagonist energy has entered the ring. Maro puts a hand on you, Curran, and says, Curran, I need you to go get your guildmaster now.
All right. She's not going to be happy about that.
She should be here. Go.
Okay, and Current's going to leave to go talk to Simpira.
I think at that point, how tightly are you holding up? Just a question, Brian, and not a charged one at all. How tightly would you happen to hold on to Ystera? This is not how I thought tonight would go.
Clinging for dear life, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not sus at all. Cool. Well,
she also has like tear tracks down the side of her face.
Can I get a perception check from Adriel and Brian, please? As Maro looks down at Ystera and says,
21.
God damn it, not again.
Again.
And like Maro's going to try and lean down and pick Ystera up out of your hands.
Don't fucking move her, Maro.
Brian goes like this and swats her away and goes, again? What does that mean?
As she's like in the middle of this spell, her hair is like out in all directions, and it's becoming more charged as she wants to channel divinity. I'm trying to find my fucking Twilight Sanctuary. There we go.
Yeah, let's resolve that before we move forward, shall we?
So this isn't like, I think like for flavor, what this will do is create like a bubble that will like help Ystera as Adriel is like calling divinity.
Okay.
And I think that like, I would like to bargain with Katie May at this point. I would like to use all of my remaining spell slots to save Ystera. I have, let me tell you what I have, and we can go
I
from
don't care
there.
how many spell slots you have. I am taking the phrase, I would like to overexert myself to get this done.
She will pass out, and that's fine.
I would like a religion check and a constitution saving throw.
Okay. I can't see what that is. Hold on.
That's a 12.
12 for her religion, and then a con. A 9 for my
And
con.
a 9 please roll me an Arcana check.
19.
And 4d6.
I'll take that. Okay.
Brine, roll a Constitution saving throw.
A 4.
Sorry, Brian.
It's all right.
You create this bubble. I can contain it. I can handle it.
Mhm.
This sphere is created. The only 4 people who are inside it being Ystira, Maro, Brine, and Adriel. And what words are you grounding yourself to right now? What are you telling yourself?
I think she's just like, I'm powerful enough to do this. I can fucking do this. I am an angel. I can
I
fucking
am
do this.
powerful enough to do this. Power indeed. Brine, with a 9 and a 12 for means and measures of knowing your magic and controlling it, but a 19 for Arcana, which is the strength of it. What we have here is an angelic forest fire.
Mhm.
Brine, you feel this orb
Sorry.
become a sun as pulsing radiant power threatens to eviscerate anything that is not divine will in this space. Adriel,
Mhm.
I know I've made you roll one. I'd like to see another Constitution saving throw so I can make some decisions here.
Yep. The same. Well, 12, a little better, actually.
Yeah. So, Brine, you're gonna be our audience surrogate, your POV. You see the following. Blinding, radiant light begins coursing from Adriel's forms. You see her angelic wings sprout from her back without volition. You see her eyes go gold. You see her hair float and her take on this unearthly glow of gold. You have never seen anything like this. You got a lot of firsts tonight. You watch Adriel with that glowing reach down. Where do you touch Ystira to heal her? Adriel.
Can I see where the where it's coming from? Like where the
You can tell that her hand is definitely the point where the blood is being lost.
Great. She's gonna grab her hand and then she's also gonna not touch her heart because she doesn't want to like have the heat kill her. So it's just like very like off to the side.
Yeah. I think there is, for Adriel, a moment of triumph, followed by a moment of terror. Brine, you watch Adriel place these 2 hands down, and you begin watching as you clutch Ystira. You can feel her body get warmer and warmer as Adriel is channeling this divine magic power into her form through the power of the gods, rewriting fate, inducting destiny, demanding destiny arrive to this location to fix what has been wronged. You watch the blood around you evaporate from the heat, the wound become cauterized, and then the wound become healed. and you watch her chest glow faintly, then stronger. You feel her breath come back. Shallow at first, but then almost a hyperventilation as her chest begins to glow brighter and brighter. The wound is gone. And brighter. And you feel like the sun is on top of you. And just like the sun, this is just as indomitable. You can't even speak. Your throat is too dry. In her arms, you feel her heartbeat get faster and faster. Adrielle, this is when it hits you.
Mhm.
I've done it. I don't know how to stop.
And I think Adri like looks at Morrow and has the most panicked look in her eye and goes, Morrow, you have to knock me out right now. You have to knock me
shit.
out right now.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So I think that there is this plea, and it almost snaps Morrow out of whatever just she's in, right? And then she realized that like her fucking life is on the line. And she reaches over and grabs your shoulder. It is at this point that I ask for a third Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. An 18.
Morrow touches you, and her eyes go gold.
Adri freaks out. Adri thinks that she did something wrong. Morrow, your eyes, they're gold. Wait, why are they gold? Oh my god. What the fuck did I just do? And she
And
Adri starts
something
hyperventilating.
happens, and Morrow just is completely able to just rip you off of Ystera.
And Adri goes flying. She goes flying and like hits the door frame.
I think
not hard.
Yeah.
Brian kind of collapses like over Ystera's form and is like gasping for air.
And Morrow looks down, and her hand is glowing gold.
The fuck, is it contagious? Why the fuck are you glowing?
We cut now to outside of the blushing pair on a walk home.
I think Adri channeled Gideon in that moment. What the fuck, is it contagious?
And that's how I cheated and got all the eggs at my childhood blood moon party.
I'm gonna tell your fucking mom. I'm gonna
Don't
tell your
tell my
mom on you.
mom. Don't tell my
I'm gonna
mom.
put a
I think she
missive.
knew, honestly. I just think she didn't want Key to win again.
Oh, well, yeah, no one wants Key to win. She's always so fucking annoying.
That's true.
I'm glad you cheated. You know what? Can I say something and you can't make fun of me for being nice?
I would take someone being nice to me. It is a change of pace, so yeah.
Okay, well, I have been nice, but it was nice to see you let loose a bit, and I love hearing stories about you cheating and swindling your way. I think it's endearing.
You think I should be a lawless ruler?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think we have laws for like a pretty good reason though, huh?
Nah, just get rid of them. Do whatever you want.
Like all of them?
Yeah.
Even the no killing one? We're just gonna...
Yeah. I'm fucking with you. Of course. Of course not.
Did I ruin the vibe tonight?
No, you know, weirdly, you kind of played my role tonight, and it was nice to not be that person. And being on the other side of it, I'm happy I'm the one taking you home. Nothing makes me happier than knowing that Adriel and Winona are there right now, drinking and having fun, and they don't have to worry about anything. And I don't know, I think they needed that. Us leaving helped. And I know Adriel was mad. I get it, but I'm glad you were able to relax a bit.
I get that. I came here to help, and people are acting like me coming here is the worst thing that's ever happened to them. And I don't want that to be that.
Well, I've had much worse happen to me, and I'm happy you're here.
Honestly, I don't think this team could get it done if you weren't. Here, I mean,
You don't have to make me feel better. It's okay.
no,
You don't
I
have
mean
to.
it. Every time everyone is frantically yelling at each other, and then you and Wine Lady are the only ones who can do anything about it.
Winona?
That's it, Winona. Sorry, I did not mean Wine Lady. Yes,
okay.
Winona.
I'd let it go, but I don't think she likes wine. We'll have to talk more. We gotta get to know her better. You should talk to her more. It's a beautiful name.
Does she know
that her name's beautiful? I don't know. We'll tell her.
I'm...
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. They all know. Gemma doesn't. Just us.
Hasn't tried to kill me yet. That's what Mom always says. She says that the folks from the Weeds were planning a coup attempt, and that's why we needed to move on their neighborhood in the next couple of months.
What? Your mom is the pits.
She's literally your queen. I know that you don't like her, but genuinely not that.
Queen or not, that's... People from the Weeds just want to live and, make art and vibe. They don't give a fuck about...
That's not, useful at all, though, sometimes.
Art doesn't need to be useful.
Yes, but Carthus needs to be useful. It's limited land, and it requires constant resources to stay running. Even if you have a quarter of the citizens say they prefer a life of leisure, that sky city falls to the ground.
You have a lot to learn, I think, Misha. So do I. But there's value in that. In art, in coffee shops, in the Weeds. That was my favorite neighborhood to go to whenever I left the castle. People need those things. If everything is just made for function and optimizing, then there's no heart. What are you living for? Just to make more money? Who cares?
Do you know why? I think there's a reason this is happening right now. This quest. And it's not because I'm turning 25 this month.
Why?
The original magic runes. They keep that city in the sky. Those are divine runes. And they're running out of power. And no one knows that except for my family and you. And the Arcanum. They don't do anything about it. That's why they want to come back down to the ground so damn bad. Or at least get some sort of divine approval.
How long have they been fading?
As long as they've been afloat. It was never as if it wasn't... Oh, fuck, I'm so high.
It's okay. We'll get some food in you.
Carthus was never a permanent solution. Carthus was a base to plan a counterattack and live.
Everything that's come after it has been a haphazard attempt to build what wasn't meant to sustain life.
Well,
I think
I
my
don't
mom
know.
sucks. I think she sucks real bad. But I think I would suck just as bad. If I had to make the same calls that she did.
Well, I don't think you would have me killed the way your mom wanted to, but the other stuff, yeah, I get it. Today I found out my parents took out a whole legion of people from Hawkmon Grass and got them killed when they were here. So,
That's a problem. After a certain points, it's just numbers.
What? But they're not, though. They're people. That's the thing, is it's not just numbers. Every one of those people.
And I feel that. I feel that now. When does it go? Is that a thing that I have to try to hold on to as it continues to try and leave me?
Yeah.
Forever? As the weight of a nation is on my shoulders?
Comes with the gig. You can't start thinking of
why
people
I
as
think
numbers.
we should become flux clowns.
This is more fun.
I agree. I read about it in a book while I was watching y'all fight today. Flux clowns. I sound awful, but we're gonna be some.
Okay, tell me about Flux Clowns. That sounds more fun. I'm in on Flux Clowns.
They crawl out of mirrors at places of mirth, and then they entertain the party guests, and then at the end, they ask to eat a party guest as the party favor. They're flux clowns.
It's metal as hell. That's so terrifying.
We can just crash parties of everybody we hate, give them a good show, and then ask to eat one of them.
All right. So these are the new Kurthus laws that we're going to be writing tonight.
Yeah, let's break open the books.
Okay. I think they're like shoulder to shoulder.
And I think you guys like walk into the blushing pair, and I think that Misha gets and goes up to the bar and says, "Hello? 3 wine bottles. 3 wine bottles."
Yes.
And then turns back to Gideon and goes,
Gideon nods conspiratorially.
And Nettie just looks at this and says, 3 wine bottles. It's gold. She doesn't fucking care. She puts 3 cheap as fuck wine bottles down on the counter, and absolutely worth less than the gold paid. Misha doesn't care. The gold means nothing to Misha. Misha scoops the 3 bottles in their arms and says, "Did you want like food?"
Yeah, you want food.
I got the food of the gods right here. I'll meet you upstairs.
All right, we're making a blanket fort for everyone.
I'm sorry. Do you all spend the next few hours making a blanket fort for everyone?
Yeah. I mean, like, if no one comes home, I think Gideon would eventually check on them, but we can't resolve that tonight. So until then, we are making a blanket fort for everyone to come home to, because Gideon thinks they're going to come in drunk in like an hour and be like, "Hey, look what we did while you were gone." So that's the plan right now.
All right. Can I just get a sleight of hand check just to see your for construction skills?
Yeah. Yeah, let's fucking do it. No whammies.
Go.
17, baby!
All right, it's a pretty fucking good blanket fort.
Yes!
I think you pull the blankets in from the one room that you and Misha like rented. I think Misha gets like unfortunately a little too like royal at some point and like goes downstairs and is like, another 6 blankets. And it's not great. It's not a great look for them. But
Sorry. We'll pay extra.
it's a matter of the state, and then you manage to shut them up and keep going. So now I can write down blanket fort prepared for returning heroes.
Mhm.
And at that point, Molly, I ask you, does anything else happen before during blanket fort construction?
I don't think so. I think they're just chit-chatting and like having a nice quiet time together, which is weird but nice, I think.
Yeah, I think like there's a weird like domestic bliss to it, for sure, which is when you're far away from home, much desired. But there are some of us that aren't too far away from home, Brine. Now, I think Adrielle and Morrow are really worried about this glowing thing. I don't think you give a fuck about it right now. And so what I want to ask is, our last view of the night, what does Brine give a fuck about?
Is she awake?
Yeah, I think her eyes are like fluttering open.
Okay. So still cradling her in my arm. I'm gonna reach up with the other hand again and kind of like very gently like stroke her cheek and say like very low, like very softly but very urgently, Ystira, can you hear me?
I'm so fucking mad at you.
Yeah, no shit. I'm fucking mad at you too.
I get to be mad first.
That's not how this works. It's not calling dibs on getting mad at each other. That's never how that's worked.
This is... There's a long pause, I think, as she's still like struggling her name. And then the next word she says is, my fucking bachelorette party.
I didn't do this on purpose. How long has she had you under her control like that, Ystira?
Oh man, her eyes shoot open at that. And I think that kind of gives her
looking at
away,
her very seriously, yeah.
And there's like a long pause. And she goes, it's not like that.
Oh. It's not like that. What's it like then?
At that point, I think she like tries to like put her hand underneath her to kind of get on her own ground. I think
Brine kind of shifts and doesn't let her do it.
You're so lucky they're distracted right now. I just imagine like frantic eye contact happening in the background between Adrielle and Mara, and it just keeps like going in focus, switching between the two groups.
Like, do you have wings also?
I've never had a wing in my life. Oh, I had buffalo wings once.
No, angel wings.
We shift back. Ystira says, there are prices to power, Brine. I don't expect you to understand.
Is it a price that you were willing to pay before we broke up? Is that why you ended everything?
You have a lot of fucking nerve.
Yeah, I have a lot of fucking nerve. You chopped your hand off to save my life. What's wrong with you?
It would have worked. I would have been fine. I am fine.
Yeah, thanks to Adrielle.
This isn't the first time it's happened, okay?
This isn't the first time it's happened. Ystira.
You aren't the only one who tries to die all the time, Brine. That's not like a you-specific trait. It's just
You don't have to sacrifice yourself to save other people.
That's my job.
Says who?
Me.
Says you?
Yes.
Or says Sinpira?
Great. Well, I'm a fucking puppet, Brian. I make my own choices. And I think like her voice kind of cracks at that. As she like blinks and looks away.
When was the
And
last
you
time you
can
made
tell-
a choice that was just for you, Ysira?
Whew, as that's the time that Morrow looks over. I think the crack in the voice is enough to like indicate distress and kind of have the wife radar go off. As Morrow like looks over at the two of you crumpled on the floor. Says, "Yes, are you all right?" And comes to stand over the two of you.
Is Morrow still glowing?
No, it's kind of faded. I think there's just a I think if you looked, you could see that their veins kind of still have that glow, kind of in their wrist, but it's gone in the hand for the most part.
Brian says she's fine, no thanks to you.
And that's where I have to end this session, I think. Yeah, I think I have to end it there, because what will happen after that will take a pretty long time to unpack, won't it? Wow, a literal gunshot fired here in the final minutes, knowing that I can't fucking resolve that.
I can't
Oh
believe that you
my
said
God.
that while I have no
Oh my
more
fucking
fucking
God.
spell slots, bitch! What the fuck?
You are also healed of your wrath condition, I should mention.
Yeah.
So
I left the room.
well, that's and
I'm
with-
healed of the wrath condition, but I'm still not a good person, bestie.
right. Thanks for reminding us.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sorry. So she's better now. No thanks to you. Those were the
I
exact
said
words.
she's
right?
fine, no thanks to you.
She's fine. No
Don't
thanks.
worry, it's in the notes.
Well,
Don't
In the
worry.
notes, Molly says.
it's fine. No thanks to you.
Adriel's gonna kick you in the
All
teeth.
right.
I hope you know. I hope
Just
you're ready.
said
She's gonna
someone
fucking kick
who
you.
was glowing gold. That is where we must end this episode of Death to Divinity with a strong choice, with a good cliffhanger. Oh my God!
Can I ask one favor?
Please favor me.
Can I just roll a perception check from outside?
Yeah, you heard that whole thing.
I did.
Oh yeah, I absolutely.
Okay,
give
cool.
that to you
Just wanted
100%.
to double check. Okay.
Yeah, you absolutely have that one in the bank. Jesus.
That's it.
Well, with that decision that was just made in front of me, I'm going to. Oh my God. Time to go, Adria.
Hi, hello. All right, I'm gonna find someone to fucking raid.